Okay, so next best of 5. Suomi versus VNA. It's going to be Cenote. Caribbean, Hamburger, Golden Pit, El Dorado. So no Atacama here, and no Mesas here either. But we will see Caribbean. We will see the one water map in this series, I guess. You could call it the one water map. Although every time I have seen this map so far, there's been some landings and stuff. It's been
at least fun. One, probably 2 to 3 landings every game. So
yeah, it's very cool. And then Hamburger, which is the messiest map, probably one of. And then Golden Pit, if we get that far, and El Dorado.
Finish it all.
I highly doubt we'll see a 3-0. But I do expect Suomi to have the edge here.
I mean, like, considering how well VNA played against BZK, like they just absolutely destroyed them last week. I would expect them to come out with a good showing here.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should ever underestimate VNA. I think they're a solid team, and you know, in 4v4, it's probably not their strongest format because their fourth player is not.
It sort of just rotates around. It's like either Stark, which has communication issues, or sometimes it's like Chip or Song. I think they got like some other random fringe Vietnamese players that fill in sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that makes it kind of difficult for them to have that consistency, and obviously consistency is key. We are going to go ahead though and load into our first match. We're going to see
what they have in store for us.
Yeah, what they have in store. Cenote up first. Cenote. That's Cenote. There you go.
That's it.
We've been saying it wrong all these years. Now we know. Right, here we go. Welcome everybody to Cenote. We are here with our second semi-final. Suomi versus VNA, best of 5. And I can see immediately that VNA have bought Stark out.
Again, just like they did last week.
They like bring him out just for these events. Like they keep him in hiding.
It's all hibernating,
like,
preparing, waiting for his time to shine.
Exactly. Awake the Stark. We're gonna bring him out for this one. Show him to the world. Look what we've got. We've got the Stark, and obviously that's the same setup they used last week for the round of 8, where they did beat BZK. So, much to Stark's pleasure, I presume.
I assume he would be very happy with beating his countrymen who sort of excluded him from the team.
Right. So, you know, what comes around goes around. And I don't know if that's the right thing to say there, but whatever. Regardless, we do have, on the other side of VNA, we have
Suomi, the Finnish Masters here.
Yes, the Winland, as they are so lovingly called. And back to their... Nearly picking off the scout from Ruben Stock, but will get pushed away by the Vil as he brings his first first boar home. It looks like Bact now not going to have an opportunity to steal after his scout goes down to 14 health. And Ruben Stock...
But maybe ACCM can come in and steal for him.
Well, I was about to say, Ruben Stock will be pleased about that. And then there goes ACCM straight to the boar and...
Almost went past it. No, there you are.
He's off. He's going to steal it for Bact. Well, there you go. Early laming, and VNA not afraid to pull out all the stops here to get a win. We didn't even get to introduce the teams. Zuppy, though,
is the opposite.
Pip doing the same back.
And here's the pocket to the other side as well. So we see the pocket laming for the flanks here.
That's
nice
good pocket play.
Right.
You know, when I'm pocket in my games, I always pushed my deer for my flank.
I push the deer for myself.
And then for your flank?
No, and then I go scout the enemy.
Oh, I always just push. I just stay. I put my scout in my teammate's base and I help them. That's my goal. I want to be a good pocket, and then if I suck later,
Zuppy.
5 HP. This is going to be awkward.
He should be able to make this distance as long as he doesn't.
Well, he
have another
should.
Pause.
I wondered if he was going to take it to Valessa, but he's bringing it back. Wait.
Oh, he can't decide.
He should be taking it to Valessa, right? No. He's going... I don't think he knows where he's going because of the fog of war, right?
Well, you should know where your allies' TC is, right?
Well, you should, but, I mean, he doesn't know where the woodlines and things are, so he's going around this weird way.
Just in case those two woodlines are connected.
And he's going to come down and should be fine. He needs to coordinate this, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Oh, no. No!
No, it's okay. It's okay. There's villagers here. Grab it. It's easy.
Oh, is she going to get there?
Yeah,
yes.
She will. She's got it.
Oh, that was nice.
That's how you do it. And on the other side,
We haven't even introduced all the Suomi players yet.
No, we've not introduced any of the players yet.
Well, we said Rubenstock, and then we sort of jumped to Zuppy, and we skipped good old Max.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering what happened to the other boar over here. Did he... Oh, yeah, there we go. So the boar did get safely deposited into backed base. So, yeah, Rubenstock in the grey on the flank as the Frank. And then in the pocket, you've got Max as the Indians. Of course, his pocket, he's teal. He's got a powerful cavalry civ. Tell us something we don't know. The other pocket is Zuppy Ethiopians, and left flank is Valesa Mayans.
And we're seeing again, we've got 2 archer civs on the side, 2 cab civs on the other side. And it's just a damn sort of feeling. It's like, why does this have to happen to us?
Well, has it happened to VNA? We'll see. We've got Frank flank for Stark. We've got pocket Indians for Say My Name, so that's the same. Then you've got Malian pocket and Mayan flank.
Okay. So
seems like
somewhat
it's the same.
Well, Malian's still a cab civ though.
No, true.
And like, I think this is a better way to play it. Again, we can see 3 civs, all of which can do cab and are, okay at archers. So wherever they are, they can be flank or pocket. And if you get a Mayan pocket, assuming your team can wall and you can just FC plumes, that's still be
okay as well.
That can still be really powerful.
It's kind of like hedging your bets a little bit.
Whereas the 2 archer play, when you get either of them in pocket, it's like bugger.
Yeah. That's awkward, and it's definitely a bugger moment for the Suomi team here. Although we'll see if they can make it work. Obviously, they picked these civs knowing the risks, and they should have a plan regardless. The first player up to feudal will be Say My Name, Indian pocket there, and then the second player up will be the Max, which is the other Indian pocket. So they should be quite quick to get the scouts out and to support their flank teammates.
And Rubenstock going to gold. Is he maybe just going to go straight archers?
Well,
just down to the left a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there. 3 vills on gold.
Oh, but he's going forwards as well.
Militia coming out too. Well, he's already against the militia drush from backed here, so he's going to have to make his own militia.
I think he's trying to do a sort of a man-at-arm forward, but man, that one...
not like this. Oh,
wow,
no.
that pathing was...
He didn't even fight back. That hurts. Max is here with his scout, though. He's about to be feudal, so that'll help.
Is Bax just doing Drosh FC?
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if he's got the walls up, but it looks like a Drosh FC at the moment. Villagers from Rubenstock, though, should be able to help to push this back due to the extra numbers and ability to fight. But yeah, it looks like he is actually walling, and Drosh FC on the cards. If Rubenstock goes forward with a tower, though, they could find themselves in onto back.
He can deny that goal just with 1 tower next to that gate.
Yeah, right there.
That perfectly denies the goal.
Although I'd build it maybe 1 tile away so it could attack the gate as well. And then, yeah.
That's a good shout.
Help with that.
Or just ignore it, destroy the gate, and go inside and build a closer tower.
You could do that as well. Back, though. Going up to feudal now. He's halfway, so we can't even build a counter tower.
Oh.
Tower is going up.
Has he even actually got stone inside his base?
I don't know, actually. His stone is in the wall, as you've seen already.
And his other stone?
His other stone is... I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, it's there. No.
That's the first
I've seen that one. Where's the other one?
To the left, maybe?
Oh, it's down there. Yep, okay. So, yeah, he does not have stone in his walls.
He's just going to be going straight crossbows, then.
That's awkward.
Yeah, a slight problem.
Left side.
Oh.
Valesa, archery range denied. And forward vills from start here.
Is that
denying
archery range going to get destroyed?
At this rate, maybe, but I think it's unlikely. He's got his own men-at-arms to defend. It goes up. And maybe he can make a couple of archers here, but they're going to be held hostage.
Right? That's a lot of men-at-arms and villagers just whacking away at it.
Yeah, and scouts. Where's the help from Zuppy? It's not there at the moment. He's actually going for scouts as Ethiopians, which I think is
pretty bad.
Reasonable. And you're right.
But he has to do it, right?
He will lose the range. Well, we saw SY making Britain scouts last game from pocket.
Right. And it can work.
And they did really well, actually. The game wasn't lost because the Britain player went scouts, I feel. No. Although it definitely didn't help them. The fact that Leary got so far ahead is the opposite pocket. But
sure.
It seems like they're trading blows quite evenly here.
So far. And Backed is just in a real spot of bother at the moment. Is he just going eagles? Or is he just a couple of defensive spears?
He's just added an extra militia, it seems. He's definitely not going to be a Drosh FC anymore, though.
Nope, he's got no food.
He cannot afford to go up. He's been pushed off of gold. And his eco is a little bit messy with 500 wood in the bank.
And he's off that stone as well. Another tower is probably going to come around and deny that gold to the right-hand side.
And maybe get on the berries as well. Very awkward stuff.
Does Back have another gold somewhere?
He does have this one, and the other one's out here, so no.
So Back might not have any gold whatsoever soon.
Or stone.
Or stone as well.
Or berries.
And Valese is sort of having a similar problem. He's luckily got the one stone at the back there, but he's losing his wood. He lost his berries. He lost an archery range as well. And these scouts taking down villagers left and right.
So good, isn't it? He's going to get a bunch of Vil kills here, although... Valesa will fight with the Vils and actually end up taking out a few scouts as well. But
he has a lot of weak villagers that can just get picked off at any time, right?
Yeah, he's 4 and 8 right now. That's another
there goes
dead
another
Vil.
one. If he targets the correct villager. Please.
He should. Oh, and he's got no way. He's going to lose
another range.
Oh, and the gate gets blocked.
No.
Oh, no.
He gets one archer out.
Oh, Valesa's in big trouble.
410. He's going to lose another Vil just before it gets in the TC there.
Oh no, it's
and he's losing another wood line. He's going to lose his stone.
He's down to 24 villagers. This is just awful.
Oh, say my name, go back, deny that tower. Oh no, Valesa.
Yeah, that's it. The tower needs to delete it. Yep, he gets to delete, but he runs straight into the man-at-arms. Oh my goodness, Valesa's not going to be happy with this. His eco now is going to be mostly idling in the TC. Does he have some villagers? Yeah, he's got villagers on the left side and a tower to protect them.
But he's got no access to wood.
No access to wood, no access to stone. He's just grabbing gold. That's all he's got right now, and 3 farms.
And yeah, so what is Zuppy doing? He has 10 military.
Zuppy went scouts, right?
He has 10 of them somewhere. Behind
there they are. They're there.
Look at him. He's only got 2 kills for 3 deaths.
1, 2, 3 deaths. And the 4 scouts have done nothing. On the right side, though, look at that. ACCM fishing the pond. And
I don't think I've ever seen that on this map, but I love it.
I guess Backed is not in a great position, but he's absolutely in a better position than Valesa. He's got 38 Vils, which is actually the most Vils on his team.
Yeah.
But he isn't up to the castle age, which he probably wanted to be by now.
He probably can't anytime soon.
He's actually the most Vils in the game. That's really impressive. He's done such a good job. Backed defending that really nicely. And meanwhile, Valesa just really falling down.
Yeah, Stark's playing this amazingly well with his aggression. And like at home, like he hasn't needed to invest heavily into anything else, like archery range follow-up or anything like that. So he should be able to get the castle age relatively quickly, as long as he doesn't take too many losses. Yeah, I should say.
He may lose a couple of Vils here, but maybe 1 Vil. No, he's actually going to keep all the Vils alive. Right. And he's got the Spearman as well. So, I mean, Stark's absolutely fine right now. ACCM is trying to outboom Max.
Thanks to the fish.
I think he will. 37 Vils against Max's 32.
Please, can Rubenstock come build a tower on this dock so that the fish can't work properly?
That'd be pretty good. I mean, Rubenstock is the bringer of chaos for Suomi, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the game on Chaos Pit where he...
The triple douche.
That was awesome. That was really cool.
Oh, wow, that was amazing.
That was really cool. But, yeah, in this case, I mean, he's kind of doing these towers. They're not being as effective as I'd like, but... Okay. All right, then. Let's dock it. How about that?
Forward dock.
He saw the fishing ship.
Can ACCM see that?
Yeah. Oh, and he beats him to it.
Oh,
that's cool.
That was pretty good. He got 2 scouts and a spearman and a bunch of damage on some other ones.
Yes, ACCM, you legend. That was amazing.
The dock is paying off.
Not only is he fishing, he's got boats out. Oh, it's perfect. ACCM.
I honestly, I never expected to see
Chad.
anything like that.
What a Chad. And look at the KDs as well. 11 kills, 4 deaths, 12 kills, and 3 deaths for Stark. Really well played by VNA so far this game. And Suomi might not be able to handle the heat at the moment. It seems like they're in a bit of trouble. Max to the rescue, though. Max to the rescue. Indian camels coming out for the Max.
Pretty good. He's going to have a chance to maybe try to break into ACCM's base before he gets Castle Age and
Indian
deals some
camels
damage.
Also coming out for Say My Name, though.
Yeah. What's Zuppy doing? Is he going for knights?
Zuppy is going for camels as well. Malian Ethiopian, sorry, camels.
So no bloodlines.
But he's only got, he's got 2 stables, double camel production.
He's doing the attack upgrade before the armor upgrade.
Interesting.
Strange.
Max here, trying to break through the front wall of ACCM, I guess. And ACCM is probably going to go for Mali and camels as well. It's camel on camel on camel on camel action, Robo.
All the camels.
That's quite unusual, isn't it?
For sure.
But that's kind of the product of having the archer civs in pocket. But yeah,
and just having this many good camel civs.
Right. It's all the camels, and yeah, I like Ruben Stock's attempt here. He might end up trying to take down the fish, perhaps.
He has 2 fires. He could win this fight if he drops them out on the same side and he micros them properly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because like, there we are. ACM is targeting 2 different fire galleys.
Yep.
So he should win this.
He's just going to get that fight now. What's he doing?
Go for a repair. Maybe try and bait them in range of the tower.
Oh, and then there's a demo. Okay, well, there you go. So that's lost.
Oh, never mind.
Nice try. Nice try. Max unable to really find a way in, but he will take down some camels from ACCM.
As they just rove around the map. And I'm guessing at this point Max is just power booming, just dropping TCs all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 TCs, yeah. Classic Max style. Left side doesn't bode well for Valessa though. There's more towers here. There's camels here as well, and look at these towers
up here as well
on the wood line,
all over the place. And we see, look, Stark's up to Castle Age, possibly going to be able to switch into Knights pretty soon. Here's the Franks, maybe even a castle drop.
Would he go into Knights?
Throwing axemen, pikes and throwing axemen.
Because both of the pockets from, almost said Nabs, Suomi are making camels, so going into Knights maybe not be the best.
Oh,
let's see if he's on stone.
Maybe just booms.
Oh,
and
he
makes
is
pikes.
on stone. He might actually be going for a castle drop.
But he also has 2 stables.
That's true as well.
Just the left there.
Yep. Okay, he's going for Knights anyway. I mean, that's still okay if you avoid the camels. They can still raid really effectively.
Or I think as long as he fights with Say My Name, right?
Yeah.
Then he's got the Indian camels to support his Frankish Knights, and then it's
not too bad.
Even.
Where are the ranged units? I'm confused. There we go. A castle. I feel at home again. There is a
one player making ranged army.
All right, it's happening. And I'm sure Valessa would love to, but he's trapped in the feudal age. And Rubenstock is also still in the feudal age right now. And ACCM...
No, Rubenstock just hit Castle Age, actually.
Well, wait, he literally just did. Okay, my bad.
Just hit Castle Age.
I was like, he's just about got the resources to click up, and then, okay, he was up. But,
Max
here
has
comes
so
Max.
many camels.
Ooh, hello. And he's got the upgrade advantage as well.
And they're trapped in there as well, right? He's going to deal so much damage if they try to run away.
Quelling those plumed archer numbers down. But yeah, I mean, we see that the Frank player here going up to the Castle Age himself. TC added in, second TC added in. Doesn't have a stable. Doesn't really have anything. He's just got a barracks, Robert. Just a barracks. No castle, of course. Rubenstock here just trying to boom his way out of this position.
Yeah, and maybe just get like a siege workshop, get some mangonels to defend from the plumes. And actually, no, Rubenstock just slung 200 food to Max. Sling the Indian guy for camels, I guess.
Seems good.
Slinging Max, it always seems to work in the past. Why not this game? Never mind the fact that Valessa has 25 bills.
Look at the bill graph. Oh, we're making it back, guy. Oh, never mind. We're not.
Nope.
Military graph. ACCM's team, a.k.a. VNA, looking good. Starting to pull ahead.
One thing that I have to question though. Rubenstock, okay, going for a castle sling, fine, makes sense. But he's not walled at all, right? So he's incredibly dependent on Max.
Yes.
Being around to defend him and put pressure on the enemy.
There's a hole here.
Ideally, I think at some point Max wants to go to the other side because Valessa is just so incredibly dead.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of trouble.
To, lessen the pressure on that side.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I mean, Max is going up to Imp right now, though. So they're probably hoping that, with enough sling and enough, upgrades and with enough camels, he'll be able to get out across the map and sort of be everywhere and sort of stabilize the game a little bit for them. They are absolutely behind right now. Suomi are not in a good position at the moment.
And Say My Name's trying to go in for a raid there on Rubenstock.
Rubenstock, though, I mean, he's got 3 TCs. His villages are fairly safe. I mean, these ones up here are a bit more exposed.
No fletching, and these camels have extra pierce armor, remember. They are Indians. So the TCs don't really deal a ton of damage.
Only 2 damage per arrow, which is not Not very good, really, is it?
And here we see what Stark's still
he's
pressuring
still behind. He's still behind Velez's base here with a monastery. But this is so good because he's preventing them from, later on getting trade up here as well.
Someone in chat, just look on the bright side. Once Velez is dead, the Ethiopians will be the flank.
Oh, wow, that's a good
just
point.
Where we want them.
Maybe he can then switch into archers and just play his normal game. I like it. That's a great idea. Max, though, I mean, he didn't really win that fight here conclusively. He did take out a good number of ACCM's units there, but at the moment, he's had to retreat back home by the looks of things. Coming forward with a siege workshop, that's very ambitious.
Yeah, that might not go up.
Where's the Vil that's even going to go build that? I don't see it. It's like he's placed it down, but there's no villager to actually build it.
Just forgotten about it, maybe. Oh, can he trap those plumes?
If he can, that'd be beautiful. Just as the Imperial Age comes in for Max, he's getting ready to make his big push. Capped ram is being researched. Plate barding armor, heavy camel, so everything getting stacked up for these camels here. But does not want to lose them now in a 2v1 situation before those upgrades come in at least.
Just keep running around for a little bit. Bide some time. And we see Zuppy is also up to Imp and Say My Name. So we're going to have both the pockets for either team in Imperial Age. And actually backed as well. Ooh. This could be a huge problem for Suomi.
Elite Plumed Archer.
Elite Plumes and Malian Heavy Camels with Frimba.
Yep.
Pretty good against
they hit hard.
Pure Indian Camels. They're probably going to win that. And then Indian Camels against the Ethiopians could also be pretty good if he doesn't get that massive arbs up. Which at this stage
doesn't look like he's doing.
He's like fully investing in camels and pikes and stuff.
Zuppy's well, I guess Zuppy's going pike and siege or something at this point. Which
well, the same time just ignores him then, and they just go triple max and destroy him, right?
Oh, they could do that too. They could absolutely do that. I mean, I think at the moment Max is destroying them. So we kind of missed that little fight there, but
Imperial Age versus Castle Age makes sense.
That happens. But ACCM is Imperial after losing all of those camels, so bad timing for ACCM there. He will get heavy camel, he will get plate barding, but it will be too late. And the Imperial Age for Bact has not really seen much improvement at the moment to his army because he doesn't have Bracer yet, he doesn't have Chemistry yet, and the camels are chasing him down. So Max is timing much better, and that's allowing him to pull ahead there and actually take down a lot of this military, although the Plumed Archers do find themselves in a very good position.
Mike, no, Frimba camels don't beat Imperial camels, but it's a lot better than normal camels.
I'm pretty sure they're second best camels in the game.
Yeah, they're the second best camels, and then I think Saracens are probably third. Like, they're still incredibly good because of that +3 attack that they get.
Yeah. +3?
Well, it's +5, but they missed the last attack upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's +3 on other heavy camels.
But Max here going to be dropping a castle with 4 vills. Seems a little bit optimistic. Camels immediately coming in from ACCM. He can focus down those villagers. He can deny this castle, but I think those villagers are fine. Oh no, but in come the Plumed Archers. They will certainly deny that castle. And Max now has a huge amount of work.
He's got a lot of military here, though.
Oh yeah, he
can push back this
and
army.
Imperial Camel coming in. Oh, but here comes Say My Name.
Oh no, but he doesn't have heavy camel either.
No, it's only regular camels versus Imperial camels. But I think Max may end up getting cleaned up still here just because of the sheer numbers. Yeah, he just doesn't have that mass of camels that he needs. They're even taking this fight uphill. These guys don't care. Meanwhile, ACCM is researching Farimba right now, so his camels are nearly fully upgraded. And Max is getting pushed right back. This is awesome for VNA. At the same time, though, Zuppy's mounting his push onto Stark. What can Stark really do here?
Helms with Arson. Okay, and then he's going to switch into crossbows to follow up. I like that. I like that. He probably needs to get some siege rams in there, and then Stark could have a lot of problems here. Throwing Axemen versus Arbs, not very good.
Nope, not at all.
Knights versus Helbs, also not particularly good.
Yeah, we've got the Imperial Camel upgrade probably on the way pretty soon for Say My Name. And they've really held off Max for now as well. Max is going to come forward with another big group of Imperial Camels. He does have 47 military units. But with the Farimba Camels and the soon-to-be Imperial Camels of Say My Name, I mean, he's just going to end up being outnumbered more often than not, I feel. But I do like this left side. This is looking good because Stark did so much damage to Valessa. It's payback time.
Yeah.
Zuppy now
like,
mobilizing.
You can't bully my teammate like that. I'm here to show you how it's done.
Exactly. And I think Stark as well, he's not really walled up this left side, so they might be able to trade there later on as well. Just going to watch this, though, here. He's got Arbalest now, so...
And Helm. So the Camels aren't the best unit to make, and we see Ruben Stock going up to Imp, transitioning away from the Sling, possibly going to see Paladins coming out from him. Or maybe just Helm Hand Cannon, Helm Throwing Axeman, something like that.
Man, I love how these Camels run. They look like they almost look like they're floating.
It's all just like waddling along, right?
Yeah, they're awesome. And he's being chased down by Say My Name's Camels. But yeah, about the flank Ruben Stock. That is a lot of walls. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, they don't want to get the trade raided, and they're starting to set up trade now.
But they can't trade particularly far because Stark is still in that corner.
You know, I wonder if... Yeah, that's a good point. I do wonder, though, if Stark's just going to crumble here.
Oh, but...
It's a lot of Farimbas.
But there's also some of the heavy Imperial Camels, sorry, for Max here.
And some help.
And even Bax over here. And Say My Name.
Everyone is here.
It's like 4v2 on this side at this point.
Let's save our friend Stark. We didn't bring him out here to just let him die. We brought him out here to...
help us win.
To help us win, exactly. And they want them to win. So, but still, he lost his castle. And he doesn't really have much defense. He doesn't really have much military, actually. Only 18 units right now. He is in the Imperial Age, and I think his military consists of these knights.
And that handful of monks and spearmen or something probably spread around his base.
Yeah, which just isn't good enough, really, is it, at this point? But, you know, fortunately, he does have ACCM and Say My Name here to help him out for now. But there's more and more Halberdier joining the fray. And with more Halberdier in here, it's going to get harder and harder for these Camels to engage, or at least without more plumed archers behind them. But I think we're going to see the switch into Eagles or something. Oh no, he's just doing Halbs.
Alright, he's expecting the Frank player, he's going to make Camels. Sorry, not Camels, make Paladin. So, Halb's good.
Halb's good.
Yeah.
Plume's bad.
Plume's still good. Halb's plus Plume's good.
Halb and Plume best. Maybe, but there's a lot of wars. Obviously, Rubenstock just trying to stall as much as possible.
Yep.
While Zuppy's doing damage over here. Where's Max got to? He's got 66 mil. There they are, coming around now.
I'm not sure where they're going though. They're like, the wrong position. Like, if they're going to take a fight, he needs to be near the front. If he's going home, he needs to go home. Right?
No, he's coming in. He's just doing it around. He's going the long way. Taking a detour.
Trying to bait them in or something.
Ooh, and actually, that's not good.
Right, but now he's behind the Trebs. He's behind the Arbs. Not a good position.
Wait, what? He's not lost the Trebs. Are you kidding me?
How?
He could have so easily killed the Trebs there.
They were on top of them. I don't understand.
Well, now Max is on top of them, so now he definitely won't lose the Trebs.
It somehow pays back. So we see Valessa's just at Castle Age, by the way, just to point that out for anyone not really paying attention. So he's going to start to maybe try to get above 45 villages, which is what he wants to do.
That would be good for him. He's way behind. I mean, this is the thing. Suomi overall, economically, they are behind. But they're also in a good position to do damage at the moment as well with this push. And on the right side, Back's push is... Well, it's getting somewhere, isn't it?
He's getting through one layer of walls to find another layer of walls.
Another 2 layers, in fact. And a castle.
Yeah.
Just to mow him down. This is like Stronghold right here. This looks like Stronghold.
Playing like the AI, just run in and die.
And Max is all over Stark's economy now.
Oh, no.
Stark's in trouble. Stark's in big trouble. And this is, I think this is where Suomi starts to pull it back.
Max still has a ton of camels there to defend the Trebs and Arbs while raiding Stark at the same time.
Yeah.
And presumably he's going to start sending military over to Ruben's side to help him.
Well, presumably it's going to be tough for Rubenstock because it's Halb. But with throwing Axeman in here, he's able to take out these rams very easily.
Perfectly counters Halb ram.
It's actually really good. This is perfect. Look at this. I like the fact that Back did put the units in the rams, though. Attention to detail. But it's not going to work.
Look at them, they just get shredded by these throwing axemen.
Jeez, look at that.
That ranged melee damage is so good.
Rubenstock playing Black Forest. Yes, Trirem.
He's trying to. There's not a lot of trees, but there are a lot of walls.
Looks like the castle's gone down, but in the meantime, the camels have started to really mass up here for VNA. Who's coming out ahead, though? It still looks like...
I think Suomi might.
I was going to say, it still looks like Suomi. They've got reinforcing
with all these
helps.
Held and Arb reinforcements coming in, I think they might.
Max just lost a hell of a lot of camels, but I mean they took down so many with them.
Right, but they didn't touch the Trebs.
Ooh.
They didn't really touch the small, massive Arbs that Zupi starting to build up. They killed the Bills building the Trebs, but whatever.
That is one heckin' big battlefield. And a lot of dead camels. But, yeah, Stark
still getting
some
raided.
losses, but it's okay. I mean, he's not in as bad a position as Velessa, for example.
No, for sure. But he still lost 20, 30 bills there.
And he's also blocked off the left side of the map. So the trade route for Suomi is less than ideal. It is currently at only about 60% of the map. So they're getting very little gold per trip.
Can we check how much gold they are actually getting?
Yeah, sure.
Switch to Rubenstock's point of view, maybe?
Trying to see a cart with gold. That 56 gold per trip.
That's just bad.
And meanwhile, they're getting 134 down in the south.
Double the gold.
Over double, but yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a little bit of a longer trip, but the returns are much higher for VNA.
So much more efficient.
So they need to deal with Stark, and even if Stark is kind of getting raided a bit, he's still walling up that trade line and doing damage.
Right. And he still has an economy to fall back on, right? If and when he switches into some sort of military, he's got the economy to sustain that. And he's also presumably able to start trade soon. If he wants to, go make some markets in the corner, start making some trade cards, so he can get in on that trade boom.
He should. At the moment, he's the only one who doesn't have a market coming up. Oh, and there you go. The hold here. Look at the hold from Rubenstock. He's been in this position 1,000 times before. He knows what he's doing. He's absolutely butchering those plumed archers with his cannons.
Right. Who would expect this from the Frank player, right? Bombard cannons and throwing axemen when you're fighting the Mayans.
Well, if you've got walls, it works. As soon as the walls are gone, you could be in trouble. But look at that. Juicy, juicy shot right there. And getting nailed by the trap. I feel like that was just unlucky. But, my goodness me. What a hold. What a great hold by Rubenstock. And, I mean, what a great way to keep the Mayans busy as well. Are you kidding me?
Getting nailed
I swear
by that
Treb isn't even aiming at them. They're just moving into it. It's insane. But, yeah, point remains. Very, very good situation right there. And the Mayan player is kind of being quite ineffective at the moment. While here, they're continuing to push in. Max and Zuppy together as one. Team right here.
Team. Double team. But okay, where is Say My Name going? Trying to deny...
There's a hole.
Velessa's fledgling economy? Try to get into the trade, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, the trade is not here anyway.
I like that from Max, just hacking away at the walls.
Yeah. But there's another wall behind it, which hasn't been built yet. But yeah, they've actually walled up here, so they're actually kind of safe here. Kind of. There is a hole.
And also, they are still only stone walls, not fortified walls.
Yeah, and there are holes if they want to find them. We'll see, though. Say My Name spending a lot of time trying to raid, and at the same time they're losing a lot of ground over here, so maybe his army would be better served in defense. So he may very well try and bring that army back, but he might also just have trade in his sights. Yeah, where's he going though? Where is he going? Nah, he's going down here to raid Max, and I don't think that's good. I think he either needs to come and defend here, or he needs to be doing an equal amount of damage in return.
Right, like, they're sort of like splitting Stark off from the rest of the VNA team, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem if he's like all separated by himself. They can never take a fight together as a team.
Yeah.
And they're just going to start, always taking bad fights and always being on the losing end of these fights. They need to stop this push, I think, around about here.
I mean, it's already gone too far, in my opinion. I mean, they've already gotten right down into the area between Stark and Say My Name.
Right,
and now Stark's
they have to
stop
it. They have to stop it here.
Yeah,
if it goes any further, they're going to have problems. And oh boy, Velessa, he's up to Imp.
Where's Max, though? Where's his camels at? Oh, there they are. He's actually lost quite a few camels here. I think as he's been transitioning into trade. 55 trade for Max. 50 trade for Say My Name, by the way. Say My Name is playing very, very well. But at the moment, Stark losing quite a lot here. And I'm wondering I want to check in with this on the right-hand side. Yep. Rubenstock still just going strong.
Yep.
80 kills, 82 deaths. Not really going to complain about that, is he?
And most of the units he's making are pretty cheap, right? Like throwing axemen, they cost similar to a champion. The cheapest chips, they don't really matter if they die that much. The bombard cannons and trebs, they matter a bit, but they're getting so much damage for their cost. He's just defending like a master here.
Yeah, this is doing really well. And I think that's all he really can do at the moment. I don't see how he can really do much else. He just has to keep the Mayan player busy.
Right.
Although Bact is coming down to the south to try and help as well. So obviously plumed archers will be quite effective mixed with camels against these Arbalest.
And even some paladins would help out as well from Star.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Zippy can't make this push alone. He actually does need the support of his teammate. But Max is kind of spread quite thin right now. Only, well, I say only, but 46 camels.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
There he is, yeah. Together, they'll probably win this fight quite easily.
Yeah, easily. He has more camels than Say My Name does. And obviously, there's all these arbs in the back. But oh boy, there come the plumes as well.
Valessa, by the way, just hitting Imperial Age.
Switching into Eagles and Helbs, fair enough.
And he's up to 100 vills now. He's got more vills than Max, but of course Max does have 62 trade.
Yep.
Whereas he only has 30, but still, I mean, Valessa's actually way back into this.
Yep. And I'm guessing he's just sort of boomed back behind Zuppy, behind Max, back in that top sort of corner of the map.
Look at the mini-map. It's madness.
Just these three blue, green, teal colours just all intermingled all over the place.
I really love the map when it looks like that. It's really cool. But yeah, they're holding here quite nicely. We've got Eagles now coming in for Bact as well as the plumes. Although Bact is not fighting very well here. Some of his armies at the back, taking buildings and not really getting in the front, which is where they need to be.
Yeah, and these siege rams are going to be a little bit of a problem now. And Max, right, he's still got all these reinforcements behind, ready to come in when he needs them. Whereas, yeah, there's no counter siege here. Like siege rams, and if Zuppy eventually gets to siege onagers, that's Ethiopian siege onagers are going to start doing huge blast damage to the enemy push, essentially.
With torsion engines, they're insane.
It's insane.
They're so good. But yeah, on the right side, the push here, actually it's going back. The stock is pushing back.
Well, I think Bact just sent all of his army to the other side of the map.
He did, but look at the throwing axes. Have you ever seen so many axes flying through the air at once? He's gone for onager and throwing axes against the Mayans, which, you know, at the moment, it seems to be working. Seems to be doing just fine.
Pretty well, right?
Very nicely done by Ruben Stock. He's definitely getting points for style there. Meanwhile, we've got Elite Gabeto coming in from ACCM, and he's kind of got his back against the wall there with those camels. May end up actually killing the camels because these guys do a lot of damage, but
and it's quite a nice spot.
Doesn't look like they will. I think the camels win out there in the end.
To me, like the big thing at this moment is Stark has so little trade, considering how late in the game it is.
Yeah, let's actually very quickly check. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Check this trade graph. So Suomi have about 20 extra trade, about 20 less villagers.
I think that's probably the sort of thing you want to have at this stage of the game. Trade starts to become infinitely more valuable than villagers.
But total eco population is fairly similar. But I'm worried here that Bact is just going to fall over against this push from Ruben Stark. He's very close to the trade here. They're rushing up a castle in the trade line, but Ruben Stock is very, very close to breaking through.
He is, but he's not exactly taking good trades anymore. Like throwing X-Men versus Plumes, not ideal.
No, they're not great. 4 pierce armor and 70 health.
Like the health is pretty good, but the Plumes have got longer range and just should be able to pick him off if he can get the massive Plumes he needs. Of course, until the Onagers walk up.
Nice castle though. Right in his face. If he can get that up, he'd be pretty happy with it.
Those throwing axemen just go down.
Oh, I know. The throwing axemen
castle
sucking so hard. They're really sucking hard.
Like, I'm sort of just waiting for Rubenstock to sort of do a sneaky paladin transition and just come out of nowhere with 40 paladins.
That'd be insane.
Back will have no helps because there's no cavalry on the side of the map, and then he just gets
absolutely
destroyed by a bunch of paladin.
Well, he doesn't have a stable right now, so we can keep dreaming.
And that's my dream.
But I want to go back to this left side because this has been going on for a long time now. And it looks like once again, Suomi have the edge. And they've really done a great job here. What looked like a pretty bad game, they've actually just retaken the score lead. And meanwhile, Zuppy going for their siege onagers. There's Ethiopian siege onagers. They're on the way. And I'm thinking they might be unstoppable. I mean, at the moment, I think VNA's best hope is to try and get a raid onto the trade. They're not in a position on either side to really be pushing in and doing big damage. And here comes Valessa as well with the Elite Eagle Warriors. There are a couple of Paladins from Stark in defense, but there's a lot of Eagles about to flood in. And
3 Paladins versus 30 Eagles.
Yeah, what can you do against that? He does have more military, but it's Halb.
Okay, but like Stark's only got 25 trade cards. If you're going like spam Paladin, you want 60 trade cards, 60 farmers, and the rest of your pop is just, however many Paladin you can make.
Stark's kind of GG right now. I mean, he's got this corner of the map, which is kind of funny. Just kind of holding here. And that's it, really.
His economy where he originally was is just getting cut down by all these Eagles. He's got no army there to defend it. The VNA teammates don't really have enough army to defend him either, while also holding Zuppy's push.
And Zuppy's push is getting deeper and deeper.
Push is getting, coming in as well.
Not Zuppy, Rubenstock, I meant to say. But yeah, you're right. I mean, obviously, Zuppy's push is also getting further in. And it's like all 3 of these players from Suomi are all making their sort of individual pushes. And it's all working so well for them.
Right, yeah, because like you try to react to one push, and normally like 1v1, you want to try to defend 2v1 to make sure you win, right? Because you don't want them to hit your trade line. But then to defend the other push, you need another 2 guys, and then there's the 3rd guy pushing in some other place, and it's like, well, shit, we've got no more army. What do we do now?
Right, exactly. They're spreading them really thin. They're trying to force them to react. And at the moment, I mean, the pops are looking pretty good for VNA still, apart from Stark, who's down to 134. But they're rushing right in here with the Eagles as well, tearing through his eco. Killed a lot of villagers there. He'll have to replace them now.
Left.
But the Gabetos, look at this. They keep finding their way in. ACCM.
Is that all that he's making, though? Is he only making Gabetos?
Well, I think so, to be honest.
I don't think that's good as the majority of his army. Like, I think he should still be doing, half camels and then the other half maybe Gabetos.
Yeah.
Just something to tank for the Gabetos would be so much more useful, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're doing okay when they're backed against the corner like this. And I think he's hoping if he can run in and get to the trade, which he actually is very close to doing, he will be able to kill trade really quickly with these guys. They do 15 damage. It's really, really very strong. And they're quite quick. But he's kind of just keeping Max busy right now. While at the same time, Rubenstock is starting to push in. We do have Siege Onager, though, from ACCM on the right-hand side.
Look at what Rubenstock's researching.
Cavalier. Oh,
yeah.
Hello.
Oh, the dream is real.
Oh, that Siege Onager shot was nice. And I think we might see... Well, I was hoping we'd see more good Siege Onager shots on the left side. But...
I don't think Super's actually made that many, especially because at the moment Backed is almost fully back on the other side of the map.
Yeah, right.
Right, and the SO are mostly to counter plumes, I feel. They're not exactly great against Paladins and Imperial Camels unless you're able to time a good shot. Not good against your own arbs, for sure.
No, definitely. Your own arbs don't appreciate that.
No.
Let's have a moment to respect the Arbalest. F. It worked so hard.
Press F to respect the arbs.
F. It doesn't do anything. F.
Or
maybe it just respects them. F. There we go.
There
Still didn't do anything.
The
arbs know. The arbs know.
The arbs know.
So... Yeah, the Paladin switch is coming in from Rubenstock right now, and as you said, I think that's going to absolutely catch VNA with their pants down. Back does have Halb research, so he could start making...
Oh, Onager shot in the plumes.
Oh, where? What?
Right in front of us. Shoot. No.
Oh, this Onager. I was thinking Siege Onager.
No,
so I was like, huh?
I thought Onager was just going to flatten them all, and it did nothing.
Yeah, so I think that they're just going to be completely blindsided by this. Paladin coming in, and it's so quick because he has Chivalry. Insane, really. Just going to be able to run in and just clean this out because there's nothing that will stop Paladin on this right-hand side.
There's not like full walls either.
Back nose. He's building so many. He's building a bunch more barracks. How does he know? He saw the stables. There you go. Big learn from Backed. Seeing the stables there, and
I still don't think they can stop it though, because there's no walls to stop them from just running straight past the army into the trade line, right?
Very. It's been a really good game so far, though. It's been very close. And I'm very curious. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no. Stark's losing his corner.
It's done. I mean, Stark has been clinging onto this corner like that frickin' hobbit clings onto a ring. And he just doesn't want to let it go.
Okay. Nice reference. So... and Ham's just giggling in the background. Oh god. Okay, so Stark's got like 60 vills, right?
I'm not saying Stark's a hobbit.
No. No, but he's got like 60 vills. Are they basically all in this corner at this point? Or like, where is his economy?
It's here.
That's a lot of it.
It's a lot of it, and some of it's here, but not much of it. Most of this is barren, empty wasteland. And so the majority of it's got to be here.
Stark's not going to enjoy losing this corner.
No, not
he
at all.
He might drop below 100 pop, to be honest.
Let's keep an eye on that. I want to see this as well. The Paladin's running in. Oh, look at this.
Camels are going as well.
Look at him go. They're like, this is the play, boys.
To the mill. Oh, no,
that's a tree. That's tree hop. Do it. Do the tree hop.
It needs to be cut down first. Send the villager forward to cut it down.
Everybody do the hop. I mean, he probably could get a villager there because it's not really...
Just send all the villagers. Build the castle and then run forward to them all. Let's see what happens.
Either way, I mean, they could run through this way as well. And obviously it would be... Oh.
And all those trade carts, they're just spazzing out and running through the front lines.
So messy back here, as it always is with the trade at this point in the game. And they're going to find their way through eventually. And they're probably like not panicking, but sort of panicking.
I would definitely
at the moment.
Panicking.
When you see this, quick, get the camels over here. Stat. We need 200 cc's of Imperial camel. Stem the bleeding.
If I was Stark, I would be panicking for sure. Right.
Well, Stark would be, because Stark has nothing. He's down to 125 pop. I say nothing.
He's got, relatively nothing.
And ACCM now having to bring the Gabeto over to try and support and kill the Eagles, while the Camels are coming over on the right-hand side. And I mean, we see some onagers here as well from the Zuppy.
Yep, he just got torsion engines
from
as
the
well.
Zupster. Just land one in there and it'll make my day. Please, Zuppy. Please.
Just land some stuff.
Please, Zuppy. He should kill these ones easily because he's got blast radius and he's also got the extra range. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I think Suomi have won this. They're just in a solid position.
And like Back's trying to make some eagles on this side. It's not enough. They're losing this corner. Soon Suomi's going to have a full trade line. Because remember, they've only been trading for half gold.
That's a huge point, actually.
For the last, 30 minutes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that actually could give VNA the edge.
Once they get that corner, they can delete like 10 to 15 trade cards each. Because they'll be getting so much more gold per trip. Which gives them, 10 to 15 more military units each. That's 60 more military for your team when you're already ahead on military, right?
And
oh man, Stark's going to lose even more villages. He's making helbs against eagles, like...
Well, what else can he afford to do?
He can't make anything else.
He's got no gold, look. He's down to 70 pop, 65 pop. His pop's
vills.
going down faster than I can say it. And, well, I mean, he's doomed, isn't he, really? So he's out of there. And meanwhile, all four of the Suomi players are now up to full strength, even though Vilesa at the start of the game was not at full strength.
Dead.
Basically,
remember, Vilesa's actually been at full strength for like past 15,
for a
20
while
minutes,
now,
right? He's been pushing hard, tons of eagles and hells all over the place. Right?
He's made up for it.
He was
made up for that.
He was
start.
1040 or something at the start of the game, and now look at him go. He's back positive. Everyone's positive except for Zuppy because he's just spamming, weak units, helbs and arbs.
But why is he not making more siege onagers? That's what I want to know.
There's only one player making archers.
Yes, but for the satisfaction of getting a torsion engine siege onager shot, there's one. It's hiding behind the castle. In here, you just want to see that. That's what you. That's why we play this game. People don't play this game
because they have fun or anything.
No,
like that.
The only reason they play this game is to try and get siege onager shots into groups of archers
or big demo shots.
All that. But I'm not a fan of the demos as much.
Okay, that's true. Torsion engine SOs do hit a lot more units.
Come on, Zuppy. Come on.
He doesn't want to walk near the castles, man.
Well, he should.
He's defending
but he should.
Onagers.
Castles are busy fighting the paladins. Look at these plumed archers. They're asking for it. They're just sitting here. Zuppy, I'm gonna have a word. I'm gonna get on WhatsApp after this and tell him what
Use your SO, man. Deal more damage.
Anyway, on the left side, Stark does have a few paladins.
He has more military than villagers.
Maybe he got some sling.
He must
sling back.
Right. He's only got 11 trade cards and 20 bills. There's no way in hell he can afford to make lots of paladin by himself.
No, he can't. And he's got more queued up, so there is definitely some surplus resource going the way of Stark here. But meanwhile, yes, Valesa trying to reclaim this corner. That's been his mission for the last few minutes. And in come the Siege Onagers.
Nope.
And this one's going to be good. Splash damage uphill, though. It's kind of tough to do the damage when you're fighting uphill.
Yeah, these have all been very disappointing. I'm sorry.
There's more. There's still a chance until the last Siege Onager goes down. Here we go, this one. Watch this one here. It's gonna hit these ones right here. It's gonna hit these ones right here. Oh yes! Oh,
no,
he
back
moved
is
them back.
like, nope.
God damn it, back.
Nope.
You ruined this game for me, back. Well, all the plumes are dead now anyway, thanks to the paladins. So, yeah, there you go. Looks like they're going to take down this castle, and with that, they are into the trade, Robo.
Yep, they're well and truly in there. These paladins are going to start running up and down. Oh, man, all the paladins just charging, and then there's even the throwing axemen.
Well, the throwing axemen are perfect, because they'll do the damage, because obviously the paladins have to chase the carts, and then when the carts get sort of stuck, that's when they can attack. These guys can attack every time.
When you have this many paladins, they sort of block the trade cards, and they're able to hit them.
It's like a wall of swords that they have to run into, and they don't make it
like
past.
Playing chicken. Are you going to try to get through?
Or Frogger. Only you don't get to the other side.
Quickly take a look at the ecograph.
Ecograph.
To see the trade cards just plummet. Look at that.
Boo.
Yeah, that's insane. They've gone from 60 trade cards to plus 140. They've killed 80, 90 trade cards in the past 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Look at this go.
We need some more Monka S's in the chat for the Frogger reference, I think.
Oh boy, and there they go.
That's how it feels
the GG.
For VNA. Monka S for VNA. They are out of game number 1. They're calling it right there. And, it is time, isn't it, to call it. But it does feel slightly bad for VNA after such a fantastic start. They were well and truly ahead. I mean, at one point in that game, it was 4v3. And Suomi, just being the king of comebacks that they are, do manage to bring it all the way back and push through to that trade line where they will get the W. Well played to Suomi. In game number 1, a long game, a long-ass game. 1 hour, I almost said 122... it doesn't work that way, does it? You can't just read the number. 1 hour, 22 minutes and 48 seconds. Does it become 12,248?
No,
of anything. But
are you trying to do math on stream?
No, not at all.
You never do math on stream.
I was just reading the numbers from left to right.
1, 22, 48.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Suomi do get their win there in game number 1 of this best of 5. Game. Oh my goodness. I'm ready for a nap. Can I have a little nap between now
You take a nap and I'll keep casting.
It's okay. Ham just bought me a coffee. Oh, it wasn't Ham. It was Will. Sorry.
That wasn't me. That wasn't
Ham
me.
Would never bring me a coffee. Only Will would do that. But yeah, let's take a quick look at the achievements. See what the players did achieve during that game. There it is. Max, in the end, with the most kills. Valesa, though, I want to point it out, he did end up with a positive KD after going down to a very low number of vills at the start of that game.
Yeah. He did well. He managed to... Well, I guess not really he managed to. The rest of the team managed to buy enough time for him to get back into the game later.
For sure.
Right, they played incredibly well. The sling to Max just to buy time. Zupi getting up to Imp, and then even Rubenstock. That hold... with the throwing axeman.
Yeah, that was
right.
really
that was
really good.
Insane.
So I'm just laughing because Stark lost 114 buildings.
Yeah.
What? Just the farms. We know when you kill a farm, does that count?
Maybe. I honestly have no idea.
I wonder if
I know
a farm
Trirem's
counts.
in the chat. He probably knows.
Trirem, do farms count when you kill them as buildings? What if you build a mill on your opponent's farms? Does that count as them losing the farm as a building?
As a building lost?
Yeah, right. That could be interesting.
These are the real questions that need to be answered for
I need to do another video about things like that. They count as buildings lost.
Oh, wow.
There you go. 114 farms lost.
So next time I want to pad my stats, I need to run around killing all the farms.
Yeah,
at the end of the
easy.
game.
Yeah, easy. Get a couple of rams. Just go to town. Eco stats. Sling received at the end. That was probably Stark just receiving all these resources to build paladins
to make something to stay alive.
And from Say My Name, I'm guessing, Max receiving much less sling comparatively.
Especially compared to what he slung himself.
Yeah, he sent... That's the thing with Max, right? He pays it back.
Yeah.
You sling him now, and it's like an investment. It's like, I will put my, in my money into the Max stock, and I'll wait for it to mature a little bit.
Yeah, and then in 30 minutes' time,
it'll come back with 18k. I mean, you double your money every time. The guy is a beast.
Right. Well, that's because he's just such a good eco player, right? He gets this sling, and instead of just funneling it all into military, he makes 4 or 5 TCs, 5 markets, and just spams out villages and trade cards at the same time.
Maybe we should change our stream currency to the Max coin.
The Max coin.
You can buy it now on your local Bitcoin exchange. And I guarantee you can double your money in about 7 minutes. No, 70 minutes. That's how long that game was.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much. Right. So, that was fun.
Yeah, what's the next map? I can't even remember, to be honest. Okay, we're on to the Caribbean.
Caribbean. This could be the one where VNA gets the win, because I remember them doing very well on this map last time.
Yep. They took down Brazilikas. They did quite a few nice landings. Dealt a lot of damage. Who was it? I think Goku got absolutely destroyed on his island in Feudal, and he had to go to the center island just to build his Feudal Age TC again.
Yeah.
Because he got absolutely dominated so hard.
So I'm going to be curious to see how this will go. I absolutely expect some landing shenanigans from VNA. And I feel like maybe Ruben Stock will try some kind of landing attempt here. But I'm looking at the Sibs, and I'm immediately kind of ruling out Ruben Stock going for a landing attempt.
Why do you say that?
Because he's playing in the Japanese. And I think you want your Japanese player to be fighting on the water, really.
What position is he in?
But no, I guess the position actually matters a lot as well. He is actually on the flank.
And the flanks are the ones that are most likely to be able to do a landing.
Yeah, that's also true.
In before Ruben douches.
Could happen.
God, that would be hilarious.
Could happen. Don't count it out. Yeah, I was thinking we were seeing the Malians there, but it's the Malay. It's always the Malay and the Malians that I get confused with when I see Mal.
Oh, yeah.
Mala
it's really
and
confusing.
Mal.
That's why the picture's there.
Terrible game design. I mean, whoever thought of that?
Right, there's so many civs that start with MA. There's Malay, the Malians, the Mayans.
It's not good, is it? And honestly, I think they should have completely scrapped it. I don't care about historical accuracy. Get rid of one of the civs.
Just change its name to something else.
Yeah.
Call them the Spacemen or something.
The Spacemen.
Yeah.
Just call them the Southeast Asians.
That's generic. Let's call the Malians the Southeast Asians.
No, the Malay. Nope.
Anyway, so there is a game happening.
It is happening.
Yep. Oh, boy.
So
Ruben Stock here in the flank as the Japanese. Possibly going to go for some sort of landing shenanigans. His pocket, Valese, playing here as the Portuguese. Obviously going to play for water, I think. Portuguese is probably the best there for that. Then moving on, we have Zupi in the blue as the Malay.
As the Mala.
The Mala, yeah. Mm-hmm. Also probably going to go for water, I think. Fast up for fires, while to protect Max, essentially, who is the flank Vikings. Where he
The
goes.
Vic.
The Vic, yeah. Mm-hmm. Going straight for galleys with the fast up fire ships from Zupi to defend him.
On the other side?
On the other side, we have Stark here in the flank as the Japanese.
As the Jap.
He could also be a landing sort of player.
He could be, yeah. I mean, both Japanese players are on the flanks.
And I guess the Japanese eco bonus, like the cheaper buildings, really helps for a landing, right? You can easily afford, that early barracks and stable or archer range or whatever it is you need to deal that damage.
That's true.
Continuing on, though, we have ACCM as the Viking pocket. That's pretty good. You're always happy with Vikings in pocket because they've got that little buffer zone to allow them to get that galley
Get the galleys,
right?
Yeah. And obviously Viking flank for Max is a bit more awkward there.
Right. Yeah, you're very much reliant on your pocket to come help you.
Don't you think it might be more interesting then for Max to try and do a landing?
Oh, that's true. Right.
And Stark might be more interested in making fires because he knows he can beat the Max early.
But the thing is, you don't really know who you're against most of the time.
That's true.
Right. You land on their island and then you're like, oh, look, I'm versus this guy.
Unless you've got the
Malay dock line of sight bonus.
Yeah, I mean, that could help.
Well, can Max see Stark's dock?
No. But you might see a fishing ship.
Ooh, that's a good shout,
because that could come out here, or it's more likely to go here, but you never know.
But same thing the other way around, though. Stark might see a fishing ship.
True. Yeah, he's going
not
here,
gonna see that
he's
one.
going here. Yeah, not going to happen.
Feels bad, then.
Yep, other pocket.
Other pocket we have here. Bax playing in his €8 account as the Italians.
So we've got basically same civs, but Italians and Portuguese instead.
Wow, that's actually incredibly weird.
Why?
Well, Italians are like the water civ, right?
But way better.
And
Okay.
Suomi don't have Italians. And then we'll just get to the final player. We've got Say My Name here as the Malay. Malay is also a pretty good landing civ.
Robo.
I'm saying I think everyone's doing a landing.
Yeah, you might be right.
Based on what I've said, everyone's going to land.
Yeah. Well, so far, everyone seems to be going off to a reasonable start. No one's lost anything so far. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the Italian pocket, not bad at all. Portuguese, I mean, they're no slouch when it comes to water.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what the landings are looking like. I'm going to go around. I'm going to check everyone's dock, and I'm going to see if there's a... There's one.
Okay,
Say my name. And Ruben Stock. So I was right. No, I wasn't right. I said Ruben Stock might not do the landing. You were right. He's doing the landing. But funnily enough, it's Say My Name also doing the landing.
This
so
is going to be good.
Both of the flanks are going to land each other. That's going to be great. They're both at the south of the map doing that right now. Or trying to do that right now.
I'm just really because while not much is happening, what are Suomi saving the Italians for? Right? Like, if you're not going to use them on the water map,
El Dorado, maybe.
To find on water there?
Yeah, to maybe take the water on the edge.
That could be an option, but like Portuguese can still
or
do
hamburger.
That. That's true. Hamburger does have quite a bit of water, and that's really important.
I mean, it's not... yeah, they're not pure water maps.
Oh, wait. Did he just pick up Valese's villages?
He did. No, he's picked up his scout. Okay, he definitely picked up something from Valesa there.
Well, that's fancy. He doesn't need a scout anymore, and now you can use it to help with the landing, right?
Right, but, I mean, it's so slow in comparison. Here's the landing from Say My Name. Is it going to get scouted, though? Because they're going to go this way.
Oh, the landing is going to scout the landing.
The landing is going to scout the landing, so I think this might work. He might even scout it with his scout anyway here, because he's not checked the corners of the map, and he's going around.
But the transport ship's coming.
Yep, we're going to see it. He's going to see it. Dun, 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 dun. There it is, and now he knows.
Now he does know. But will he notice?
Of course.
Yep, there's the flare.
He did a little 180.
Go forth and kill them with your scouts.
Yes. 2 scouts against 1. They might actually shut this down, and he's going to take the time to wall up the transport real quick as well.
Why did he pick up his scout, though?
I think he wanted to move it around the wall, which he just built. And, oh, wait, no, the wall isn't complete. Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, that's close. Now it's 2 scouts versus 2 scouts and 2 villagers versus 2 villagers. Rubenstock could bring more villagers over. Another scout not coming out. And what a win. Oh, my God. They killed both of the scouts there. Insane.
And one villager's going to get away.
Off you pop. Get out.
Both the vills are going to get away, it seems.
Incredible stuff.
I
think he saved the scout here.
Where's the nearest fire galley? Valese, get on it, man.
Nah. No fire galleys coming over yet. He's only just queued one up. And Rubenstock will be walling up this stable, neutralizing that threat. And what a great sort of interaction that was. You don't see that too often with it being just like that. But they kept both of their scouts alive, which I'm very impressed by that. And now we'll wall that up.
Right, we were sort of saying, is this worth it, picking up Valese's scout? Like, it's so slow. And
very worth it, as it turns out.
That saved Rubenstock's island, essentially.
A bit lucky with the scouting. I mean, it's reasonable, to be fair, that he would send the transport ship this way.
Well, because he's doing the same sort of thing, right?
He wants to land the back of Say My Name's island.
He wants to be sneaky and not go around the front side.
So it's just so happens they were both doing the same sort of thing. Say My Name coming over with a fire ship and backing out with his 2 vills. He keeps them alive, which is good. And then we'll probably end up doing some damage here. But might kill the 2 scouts. I mean, he could easily just go boop, boop, scout's dead.
Yep.
But actually hopping them into the transport
just
around
to get
the
around
side
the wall.
Should be fine.
Where is he going?
Should be fine. He can outrun the fire ship, and he's got his own on the way.
Nice. Okay.
Top side. A bit of action. 2v2 on the water. We've got fire galleys and galleys going on here. The classic. It's like knights and archers. Water version.
Yeah, for sure. Right, you've got the archer equivalent, and then you've got the nice tanky knight equivalent. It makes sense.
It does, and it certainly looks like Suomi are coming out ahead here.
Well, yeah, look at Stark's KD, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously they're coming out ahead. Yeah. I mean, it's Suomi, right?
Well, not necessarily, but maybe it's just, I think having Portuguese helps a lot in these early fights. You can see exactly when and when not to fight.
Yep.
And for the other side, right, we have Stark and ACCM. There's possibly some communication issues. Like we see ACCM, he's here.
Yeah, that's
Stark's
true.
not nearby.
Yeah, you're right. That could definitely be a communication thing going on there. And just singing the praises of the Portuguese there, Robo. We were saying before, like maybe the Portuguese aren't as great, but it can help.
That's helping out in these early fights.
The vision does definitely have some impact. Really hard to measure, but it's a nice to have, isn't it? Backed here though with a good number of boaties, and Ruben Stock will push out with Valessa here and probably push him back because it's all fire galleys here, and they can easily win that. There's not enough galleys with fletching to kind of one-shot or micro out of the way of these fire galleys forever. So Ruben Stock and Valessa doing well on the south, and it looks like Max and Zuppi winning on the top, or at least sort of coming out slightly ahead.
Right. And this sort of game, normally you don't win it in Feudal Age. It's more about getting up to Castle Age and getting the War Galley Power Spike, which we see Stark is trying to do. The really fast up. So the thing is basically, can he keep enough of his warships alive to benefit from the War Galley upgrade?
Yeah, that's the question. That is the question. And I think that at the moment, the answer is no. He's got fire galleys. He's not going war galleys.
Well, you have to research the War Galley upgrades, right?
Gotcha. Can he keep enough fire ships alive?
Enough warships in general, right?
Right.
Either of them, even mix of both.
Well, then maybe yes. I mean, even ACCM is going up faster as well, which is very good. They could probably go in. ACCM's English is actually quite good.
It's okay.
It's okay. I tried to do an interview with him and I had to scrap it because it wasn't working out. So it's not easy by any means.
He has the best English out of the rest of the team for sure. But like the three of them between each other, they're going to be speaking Vietnamese.
Yeah.
In their communication. And so if they have Stark in the team speak as well, then you have to talk in Vietnamese to these other guys and then essentially translate.
Try to
to tell it to Stark as well.
Yeah,
which is just double the communication time, and maybe you miss something or you forget to translate it because you're in such a frantic hurry to do something.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it. Last time I remember they were chatting in chat. They were pausing the game and then typing to him.
Yeah, right. They were trying to work out what strategy to do, and they're pause. Okay, I'll keep doing fires. You do galleys.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Poor Stark lost in translation. Yeah, that's sums it up.
It's interesting. I mean, I imagine Vietnamese is very hard to learn. I have no idea, but
probably. And I don't see Stark having any interest in actually learning it.
No, why would he?
You're right. It's essentially just for ECL. I doubt he's going to keep playing with VNA for the next 3 or 4 years or something like that.
No, I mean if they won ECL, maybe.
Oh yeah,
but they're not winning ECL.
No.
So they're at the moment making a good push here though. They've got fire ships and galleys about to become war galleys, and as you can see, Max not in castle yet. Zuppi just about to hit castle now. So they've got them with their tails between their rudders as they sail away.
Yeah, the only nice thing here is just the feudal age boats are slightly faster than castle age. I believe.
No.
Except for the pathing. Because I know that the galleys are faster than war galleys.
I actually don't think that's correct.
It is. If the galley player just runs away from war galleys, you should never catch up.
But I think that's because they're the same speed.
No. I'm pretty sure galleys are faster than war galleys.
I remember looking this up once because I used to think that was true. It is true. Okay. I couldn't remember what I discovered. I remember looking that up and I was like, I thought that it wasn't the case, but yeah, getting confused.
I'm not sure if it's the same for fire galleys and fire ships, but I know it is for galleys.
Yeah, it might be the fire galley, fire ship thing. I'm not sure, but either way, on the south side, Valessa here will actually be chasing them down as well. And so it's kind of, trading blows on both sides. Looking good for ACCM and Stark in the north after a little bit of a shaky start. But
one question. Why does Valessa only have 33 bills?
Valessa?
Yeah.
34 vils.
He's like 6 vils behind Zuppy, and they're both at Castle Age at like basically the same time.
It's that Portuguese economy, man. I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it? He's got all of his fish. He's not been raided.
Right, I don't understand. Why is he...
He's 15 and 7.
He's like 6 to 8 vils behind. I've got no idea why.
He just forgot to press HC or whatever his hotkey is.
Maybe he just idled to get up faster? I've got no idea.
Between galley and war galley, 1.43 speed for both. So they are the same speed. I thought they were. I knew it.
No,
I knew it.
No.
I knew it.
I don't believe it.
I've been saying it. And I was like, I didn't want to like double down and make myself look like a fool, but I
will
really
make you look like a fool.
Trirem's I believe Trirem.
I'm getting an eye out on my phone. I'm going to Google the stats while we watch this game.
Yeah, he just checked the data. I knew it. I knew galleys were the same speed as war galleys.
No. It's all fake.
AoE2 Wiki says it, so it must be true. Never been wrong. AoE2 Wiki still says that the Frank Wonder is the Chartres Cathedral, and it's not true. And I edited the AoE2 Wiki to change the Frank Wonder to the St. Vitus Cathedral, and they edited it back saying that it was wrong. And I was like, no, it's not wrong. I've been on a crusade for the last 5 years to educate the world about the fact that the Frank Wonder is not the Chartres Cathedral in France, but is actually the St. Vitus Cathedral in Prague.
I don't even know what either of those words or names mean.
Triggers me. You have no idea how much it triggers me. Anyway, ACCM here, switching into longboats now, and Vikings should be switching into longboats, but I don't see any from Max just yet.
Well, at this stage, it's not that worth it to just add in 1 or 2, I think. He wants to keep his massive war galleys, keep massing that numbers, and then switch into longboats probably once he's got eco going, because they cost a little bit more wood.
They do cost a bit more, yeah.
Which makes it a little bit harder to get TCs down, early ballistics and stuff.
Whoa, he's going imp. I just looked at his resources, like, he's close to it. Oh, he's up. That's really impressive. Did he receive some sling? He did. Ruben Stock slinging the max up to imp here, and Ruben Stock meanwhile has got elephants
in his base.
In his base. Didn't see that coming, but I guess say my name just going for a second landing.
That's a little bit of a problem.
Caught him by surprise.
Crossbows and elephants. A couple of crossbows.
Didn't actually get to wall this off either, which is insane. Can someone support me in my plight to get this this updated on the wiki? If you go to the wiki page, can we sort of band together to actually make sure that it gets updated and fixed? And I can provide evidence. I have evidence.
What is your evidence?
The devs confirming it. My own personal research. I have a research folder on my desktop. I've got a cork board with pictures and tape connecting the dots.
And like the pins and then like bits of string going back and forth.
That's exactly it. Anyway, Valessa here, getting a surround with Max onto ACCM. Stark's military count, by the way, guess what it is?
Not particularly high.
It's greater than 0, but it's less than 2. Apparently he only has 1 mil, and I don't know how. He basically just got absolutely overwhelmed. And part of me wants to say that it's because ACCM switched into longboats too soon, and then he just got overwhelmed and doubled.
No, but that was not fast enough for that. Like, he lost his military, 5-6 minutes ago.
But Valessa came up here as well as Zuppy, so I think it was really just a case of being 2v3. And now they're just running all over VNA. At the same time, they've got a glimmer of hope in Say My Name, who's doing a really good job here of pressuring Ruby. And Ruby is probably going to lose his TC at this rate, because there's 3 mangonels here and elephants, and there's no way he can stop it in the feudal age.
So Rubenstock's going to go down. He's probably going to transport into the middle, something like that. And then it's all down to Max sort of trying to carry on the other side. And Zuppy is actually also an imp, by the way. That melee faster up bonus.
That's really useful, isn't it? And I guess, I don't know if you've got a bit of sling as well, but...
I would assume so. Like, once you slung Max to get up, then you sling some to help Zuppy.
In the test Spirit of the Law made on YouTube, the galleys are a little bit faster than the war galleys. That's
proof for us right there.
But that literally can't be true if they're the same speed in the data.
Maybe they've got a faster action speed when they start moving.
Yeah, it might be that they have a smaller frame delay, perhaps, which would be a small increase. But if they are actually the same speed in the data, then, well, it doesn't work that way. Touch me. It's I don't know. I don't want to explain it now because it's kind of a complex explanation. But
and it's kind of irrelevant as well.
And it's kind of relevant right now. But yeah.
Okay, these fast fires can destroy those war galleys on the right hand side.
Well, these ones
away.
are team.
Yeah, no, but on the right, chase them down. Pull back.
These are dead.
Oh boy.
Bigger model suffers from more water resistance. It also has bigger sails to compensate. Oh man, I'm enjoying this discussion. It's fun. But yeah, the TC of Rubenstock has gone in the meantime.
Maybe he like counter douches.
Oh,
you destroyed my TC. I'll just go build it on your island.
He's gonna. Well, maybe.
That would be funny.
It wouldn't be out of the question. But at the moment, he's in full escape mode, and he's ferrying his villagers over to the center of the map.
That one poor transport ship that's got stuck on the land, though.
Oh yeah,
that's useless now.
AoE 2 is full of bugs.
Yeah.
Maybe galleys are faster than war galleys after all. But yeah, at the moment they are absolutely dominating the water.
Well, if we just look at the military,
it's insane.
Stats,
We can look at the military stats if you like, Robo. Right there.
They're 50 ahead, and Say My Name has 15 military units that are on land.
Behind him, Vils though, but the momentum it's so much harder to get back on water.
Right, yeah, once they start denying docks, destroying docks, you can never really get that mass up.
No, it's much harder to get back on water than it is to get back on land, and I mean it's nice that they've killed off Rubenstock here. But if they have no water control, well, they will lose the game inevitably in the end. So, they've got to try and mass. They've got to try and get a bulk of units together. But there's 2 players in the Imperial Age for Suomi and only 1 for VNA, and that is ACCM. And he himself is outnumbered massively by Max.
Valese is up to Imp, but so is Say My Name and Back, so it's sort of going to be a 3v3 pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, Say My Name has basically no water military. It's all elephants and crossbows and mangonels at this stage, so he can't immediately help out on the water.
He can do harbours, though.
Does he have a castle, though?
I don't know.
He does not have a castle.
Okay, no, he doesn't.
It's not on the spec overlay, so...
Yeah, you're right. No one's got a castle, interestingly. There's not a single castle in the game. There's one castle.
Oh, now there's a castle.
Zuppy built a castle right as I said. There's no castle. I think he's going for harbours of his own. Nope, he's going for Karambits. Because he's landed on ACCM. And the Karambit flood is about to begin.
Yep.
Thanks, Trirem. You're the hero that we need. We love Trirem. Trirem's great.
He does all the things.
Yeah, there you go.
He needs to be careful though when he ungarrisons the Karambits, because some of them might get stuck on the wood
behind.
Line. Yeah, or like
or there. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. I don't think they'd get stuck there. They'd just have to path weirdly for a while. But they are going to go in, and ACCM is going to be like, oh
shit,
oh no.
And that's 2 of his golds there at the bottom of that island. Just left a little bit more.
Oh, here
both
and here.
Those are 9. That's bad.
That's very bad. And another castle to follow up. And we've got a castle from Max as well. That's in the middle of the map here. And yeah, meanwhile, you've got ACCM just trying to hold on the water while his eco gets raided. So good luck holding on the water while your resource income is being denied.
And you've only got 60 vills and a third of them are idle. And by the way, Valese going into elite caravels.
Really?
You
don't see that very often.
That might just seal the deal.
Where are the caravels? He doesn't even have any caravels.
He's starting to produce them, I guess.
Good for him.
They've got castles all over the middle island.
Oh, Thalassocracy is being researched, so Say My Name is going for the harbours. The problem is he may not have many harbours by the time it's done. He's kind of losing some...
He has a number.
Yeah, that's okay. But I think, Stark is not getting back on the water here at the moment. He's trying, but he's surrounded.
Yeah, Max. Very diligent there, placing all of these galleons around the shoreline.
ACCM, I mean, he's actually taking a good fight here because his dock is sponging a little bit for his army. And we still don't have Galleon in for back. It's on the way. And whoa! Suddenly,
all the sails appear.
That was awesome. That was so cool. Do that again. ACCM, that was wicked. I want to see more of that. That was awesome.
Honestly, I can't decide on which version of Longboat I think is the prettiest.
This one right here. The pink ones.
Yeah, the pink sails are so nice. Release the Kraken.
Awesome. Wildebeest.
Boy.
Let's see what he did there.
let's not bring more bad puns into the stream. Like, Zach and Ham and Will, they all like enough of the bad puns. We don't need more.
We're British. We live off of the pun. It's part of life.
This is why we left you.
In the UK. Why you left us? Why we left you? Because you weren't punny enough, so we left you on that island to rot in your unpunny place. Can confirm as a fellow Brit. There you go. So Max here going to be continuing to push forward, and then even with all the additional longboats, it's just not enough to break the force.
And also, Max, I think, is he landing on Stark?
I believe so. That does look like a TC on his gold. Hey, look, I see you're not using this.
Yeah, let me take that from you.
I'll take this from you, happily. He's taking his gold here as well. That's 4 gold piles that are now being sort of denied on both ACCM and Stark's Island. And I think the GG is incoming any minute now for the VNA team. Although, that said, you never resign with the score lead. And they have the score lead right now, somehow.
By a very small margin of 100 points.
You don't resign if you've got the score lead. So
oh, no. Ruben Stock at Castle Agent immediately switched. And then it switched back.
Yeah. But it's still, I mean, maybe it's closer than we're giving them credit for here. Condottiero from ACCM.
He's holding his island.
HP.
That's good, but this means he needs to invest gold into military units on land instead of more longboats.
Yeah, which means he'll eventually lose the water again. And I don't know, I'm being very doom and gloom about the situation for VNA, but look at the south. Say my name. He has the island of Vellessa. You know, Vellessa's trying to build a castle here. Not going to happen, Vellessa.
It would be funny if it just got up and got immediately destroyed.
Denied. Yeah, right. But you know, we were saying how, this is great. They're taking Stark's gold. They're taking ACCM's gold. But what about, say my name, he's taking Vellessa's gold.
Ruben Stock's.
Ruben Stock's gold. And there's a lot more gold here to take as well. You know, it's really not so bad. He's got fast fires on the water. Underway! We got the demos coming out. And he doesn't have enough fast fires, actually, anyway. So, but you know, the point remains.
More fires coming. Like, imagine if he gets a good demo hit in all of these. Okay, none of these have been good demo hits.
No, not yet. We're just kind of waiting for that to happen.
We're just sitting here with bated breath. Just
Robo really
maybe
likes his demo. The demo hits.
I do.
But
oh, that was bad. He killed a fire ship that had 5 HP left.
He can always retreat to his
harbors. That's true.
What does thalassocracy mean?
Harbors.
And what does it have to do with harbors?
I'm sure it means harbor.
Thalassocracy means harbor. It doesn't sound very Malay, though, does it?
That's my bet. It means something to do with a harbor.
I don't think it does. Maybe it does, but it's like sounds like a Western word, doesn't it? It means ocean-based state. There you go.
That's kind of like a harbor.
Well, I guess that's kind of what the Malay are. It's a series of island, right? Power by the sea. It's Greek. Greek means rule by the sea. Well, there you go.
Harbors. They don't really rule the sea. I don't know. I'm sort of
They rule the coastline.
That's it. That's better.
But this is a huge 87 military from the max. He's got more military combined than ACCM and backed. And
some of his military's on the land against Stark.
Yeah, but he's
still got a ton of galleons here.
Piece de la Resistance here. The max. The unstoppable force.
2-to-1 KD just
against the very movable object of VNA.
Yeah, boats
they
do
are
tend
backing
to move.
up. And even denying the gold here. Just Max is just not gonna. He's not gonna stop.
He is all over us. And at this stage, even Rubenstock's getting up to EMP. He's gonna get onto water at some point as well. And that's just going to be the end.
It is probably.
Vellessa's even getting Cavalier.
But they're not calling it because they're very, very, very stubborn. And they still have an okay score. And I guess they also still have an extra island. Although it is, if Stark loses his island, then obviously there's a problem. And we've got ACCM's condos coming over to try and defend him.
I'm not sure which island is better, the middle island or a player island. The middle island
is better
and probably has more gold, but there's no stone.
Yeah, but I think the stone is less important.
Yeah.
The gold There's 3 gold mines in the middle. There's a lot more wood, and wood is by no means a problem at the moment. But if it does become a problem, then you want to be in the middle.
If it gets to the hour and 20 minutes, that's when you start worrying. We need to start saving wood. We need to start buying wood soon.
Look at this Viking berserk here, living his best life, sitting on a burning farm, killing innocent villagers,
swinging his axe around. Being a marauder like he is.
This is what he lives for, right here.
Oh yeah.
And look at Stark. What can he do?
Is he transporting vills away?
Nah. Well, he was, but I don't think he's.
Oh, there's a couple there, and there's a few on.
He's kind of given up hope. I think Stark stopped playing. No, he is trying to back up toward the transport ship. He's made a monk. Going to convert one of these berserkers.
Oh, rip that transport ship though.
Oh yeah, that transport's going down, and so are the remaining villagers, continuing to get beaten up here by this.
I didn't actually realize that. The galleon.
Oh, he's in heaven. He's in heaven. He's surrounded by villagers.
The galleon, though, if it fires at a target and then it moves out of range, the bolt just sort of like follows it and just keeps going. Because that transport ship was like on the edge of the range.
Ah, right, and it moved away.
Yeah, and the bolt just sort of just kept going until it hit it.
Oh, wow.
It was traveling in a straight line.
Infinite ranged. But the bolts travel faster than units, so eventually they will catch on, as if that boat's going down to the berserks. They really are living their best life.
Axes do chop wood pretty effectively, right?
Very effectively.
Makes sense.
As you can see here.
Stark is sinking here, I think.
Stark is actually on Bact's Island as well.
And he's also on Rubenstock's Island.
He's everywhere. Look at him. He's got a group here on ACCM's island.
He's spreading out his bases, so no matter what happens, he'll always have
something. Rebuilding. VNA are really not giving this one up, are they?
I think they probably should, though.
Yeah, probably. Look at Max's KD. It's insane. Look at Valessa's KD. It's insane. Rubenstock's not so much, but
Rubenstock's back on water now.
Rubenstock is back on the water with fast fires. He's supporting Valessa here as well. Valessa did the caravels, and I don't see many of them, but there are a couple mixed in here.
Actually, it seems to be mostly caravels.
What? Oh, maybe I just got really unlucky because I was clicking around. I was only getting galleons. But no, you're right. There are about 8 caravels, and caravels are a little better against fire ships as well.
Actually, a little bit worse against fire ships.
Oh, really?
Because
I thought they'd be better.
Galleons have an attack bonus versus other boats, whereas caravels don't.
Right, but
so they deal the pass-through damage, but each bolt deals less damage individually.
I thought they'd do better because the fire ships, just the pass-through damage itself would hit many ships.
In this case, like with the fire ships in front of tank from Rubenstock, they're really good. But if they were just fighting by themselves, they just sort of get mobbed and.
So what you're saying is it depends.
Yeah, it depends. It depends, and teamwork makes the unit better.
Makes the dream work, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a lot of demo ships coming in here. This is what Robo lives for.
That's what I live for.
All those fires going down, and the ones to the north, well, they're gone as well by the looks of things.
Yeah, they're just fleeing. Flee for their lives.
Well, there you go. There you go. I mean, map domination from Team Suomi right now. Elite cannon galleons coming out from Max because he can. Because he can.
I'm also actually seeing both the teams assigned to invest into trade.
Military counts, by the way. 100 extra units. Eco.
100 bills.
They're kind of ahead.
Where is the trade, though? Like
cogs. They've got cogs.
This is like Eldorado all over again from last week.
Well, this is what Nabs did. Not Nabs, Suomi did.
Yeah, last week on Eldorado.
Yeah. So, they're not afraid to whip out the cogs. They know they've got the water control. It's the best trade line they're going to get. And to be honest, this is way more effective than trying to trade on an island where you're only going to get 30 gold per trip or something. Maybe less.
Well, how much are they carrying then?
These are carrying 39 gold per trip. So.
And I can see that ACM has some trade as well.
They'd probably actually get less on an island in that case.
Would you go take a look? Check on one of those ACCMs.
I'm just trying to check ACCM.
You were just looking at something. Go down a little bit.
Wait, where am I looking?
Oh, maybe some Bact's Island.
Up.
Because we were literally just looking at them.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how much gold they're getting on their trade. It's probably, less than 30?
Less than 39?
19.
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that is trash.
So you're trading for 19 here. And meanwhile, your Cogos are trading for 39. That's a 20 extra gold. It's 100% more trade income, pretty much. And
apparently, Trireme says Cogs also get more gold than carts for the same distance. So, even better. until they start to get stuck on the top of Zippy's island.
Begins to happen.
Yeah, when you get like 6 of them bumping into each other.
Like this. Oh, where do we go? Where do we go? You go left. No, you go left. No, I'm going right. No, I'm going right. No, you're going
there.
They're so bumpy. They're way more bumpy than trade carts, aren't they, I feel?
Well, because trade carts, you can like sort of spread them out, like 5 markets.
Yeah.
Right, so they go to different markets each, whereas here they have to all go to the same dock and go back to the same dock.
Yeah, they do.
And look at that, poor Max, he doesn't have caravan.
Valessa and Zuppy.
Oh, they're back on land.
They're going to try and push this back. They're fighting to reclaim his island. Well, they're not even his island.
Rubenstock's
island. Rubenstock's emigrated to the middle. And this could be the final fight. Back here. And ACCM surrounded. They are just getting absolutely
teamed here.
Piled on. And that's it. They will not win that fight. And they will have to call it, I think, right there. Because they just cannot go on. And that's it. The GG has been called by VNA. They are fighters. We'll give them that much. But Suomi are just one step ahead every step of the way. Say my name. I want to give him a big credit for this game, though. Completely pushing Rubenstock off his island and really giving his team a breath of life. But of course, once again, Stark's base obliterated as Max just comes in, cleans up, and I'd be willing to bet that Stark has the most buildings lost in game number 2 as well. Should we take a look?
Yeah, I don't think there's even like a contest there, right? Because Rubenstock lost his base relatively early in the game, right? He didn't have fully fleshed out economy, whereas Stark was, 80, 90 vills, fully boomed.
Yeah, right. He lost a lot of farms.
Yeah, basically, that's what we're saying.
Look at the KD as well. 30 kills and 130. It's like as soon as he lost water, that was it. Just game was over for him.
It's also like the game was over for everyone at that point.
And it's not like you could go to the middle because Suomi had that. Whereas Rubenstock could go to the middle and build up there and he had space. Whereas Stark sort of built up on his own island and then got raided before he could really push out and do anything. Just not a great game for VNA. I think the communication issues probably showing a little bit in the early game. We saw moments in the north where ACCM was going into fight, whereas Stark was staying back. And then, contrast that to Suomi, where they're both fighting at the same time. They're both retreating at the same time. And that gave them that victory in the north.
They didn't even get to, push in with their faster castle age, right? Both ACCM and Stark were castle faster.
They did push in.
But they
didn't do any damage with it.
Yeah, they didn't manage to make the push count.
Yeah. They just Max and Zuppy just ran away.
Yeah, well they did the smart thing.
Yeah, they did.
They lost a lot of boats early, Stark and ACCM, and then didn't get to pay off for it. Which, kind of sucks a little bit.
It does definitely make things difficult when you lose water. And there you go. Timeline there for anyone who wants to look at that. There was one significant battle just after the Castle Age came in. I think that was where Zuppy and Max probably beat back Stark. You see Stark, his military going down
and it never goes up again, basically.
No, yeah, you're right. Fun game. We learnt a lot that game. We learnt about the speed of ships.
That's true. I learnt something.
Yeah, you do learn something new every day. And then we're going to go back out the game because we've got one more game, at least one more game. Hamburger coming up next. It will be the third game and it will be match point. So if Suomi do win this, it will be a 3-0 sweep. But if VNA manage to claw it back, we may reach Golden Pit. We may even reach El Dorado. Can they do the reverse sweep? It does honestly look unlikely given the track record of both of these teams.
And just how well Suomi seems to have been playing in these two games.
Absolutely.
Managed to come back in that first game and still win that game. That must have been incredibly disheartening for VNA. Right, Stark must have been
incredibly motivating on the other hand.
Stark must have been like, what the hell happened, guys? I absolutely destroyed my guy.
Yeah, right.
How did we not win this? And they're probably like, I don't know what you're saying.
I don't think that, I was about to say, I don't think they'd know, I don't think they'd communicate that too well. But the point is that Stark played really well in game 1, but it didn't count for anything in the end because they didn't translate that into a victory. We're going to go into Hamburger next.
And we see a change in the lineup once we get into this game.
We do see a change in the lineup because the game is beginning right now, and we want to welcome you to what is potentially the last game. It is match point for Suomi now. It's 2-0 to them, and VNA will be doing everything they can to bring this game back. And the change to the roster, the change to the lineup, VNS Cool enters the fight, and Stark taps out for now. Well, there you go.
Well, feels a little bad, maybe.
Well,
maybe feels good.
Could be cool for VNA. Ooh. How does he have a trade unit?
Sometimes it just bugs out and one of the villages counts as a trade cart because it's doing something.
I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's a weird-ass looking wood line.
It's very strange. There's going to be some palisade coming up there very soon.
Almost could have died.
Scary stuff. I mean, they want to palisade as close down this wood line as possible. It's such a weird generation. Right, let's talk about the Sibs players and all that good stuff. VNS Cool, taking Portuguese here, and he's playing on the flank.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty nice, though. Water sieve on the flank.
But they've got to watch out. They've got to be careful. He doesn't have loom. And oh no, this could be bad.
Sacrifice the scout to block the military. Place the palisade. Quick.
We've got to palisade this. Okay, no.
No, he's just going to go home.
Is he doing loom?
No.
Now he'll palisade
now he's coming back. Where
right? Yeah, now he'll palisade
God, that was stressful.
But this is very good for Valessa, actually, or whoever's down here, Rubenstock, because they can come and wall up a bit further along, and then they might have a way in.
Yeah, right. On. Potentially, if there's an overchop, they could even chop it themselves, maybe.
Exactly. Could be a potential. We'll have to watch that. This is a very unusual generation of hamburger here, and it looks like VNS Cool will pay for that with his scout's life as well. May get a little bit of scouting info, but that scout should now die, blocked by the Vil, 1 HP, and a dream as he runs past there. But Cool flank Portuguese. So obviously no Portuguese for Suomi. They chose that last game. Mm-hmm. But I believe they will have Italians available now, though quick glance tells me they've not taken Italians.
But we'll continue with the players, though. Here we have ACCM as the Incas. We've seen them a couple of times in other various matches in Hamburger, sort of going for towers in the middle and then transitioning to eagles and slingers and stuff like that later in the game, which is kind of nice. They're a bit of a jack of all trades. They can do whatever they need to do to fit holes in the team, as it were.
Absolutely.
We've got Mr. Bacht here playing on his €8 account as the Persians. Oh man, where's that villager going?
Perfect.
That was some bad pathing going around that tree there.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward. That's just pathing for you.
Yeah, sometimes they just decide, nope, I'm not going this way. I'm going to walk back around this tree and take 2 hits from the board. No worries.
AoE2D should improve that, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Our final player, we've got Say My Name as the Mongols. Mongols, they make sense in this map. You can knock pretty quickly, get towers up on the wood line, even fast up on water is a possibility.
Yeah, both teams have Mongols as well, so I think it's and in Incas, it's a fairly good choice. And then on the other side,
here we go. We've got Mr. Zuppi playing as the Mongols. Same sort of things. Fast up for towers, fast up for water, something along those lines. And then everyone knows how good Mongols are in the late game. Then we have the Max as the Malians.
Yep, that's Mal, not Mala.
Yep.
So Malians, not Malay.
Interesting. Maybe he's just sort of going to go for scouts on the outside. I can't really see Max being like the water player. You want
Max
him to be
is usually the guy that goes to the edge.
Yeah,
and then tries to do something on the edge.
Scouts and then semi-FC into knights and camels and
for
booming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then Valessa is the Incas again. They're pretty good for trushing the middle and then just all-round decent things for late game on the outside.
Yep. They're very versatile, the Incas.
Yeah,
they actually have so much that people just forget about because they forget they have the slinger, for example.
Right, to counter
it's a great unit. And then they have good anti-cav with the Kamiyuk.
And just helps as well.
Yeah, and they have great eagles. Well, eagles are always great, but
they've got arbs as well. They've got siege rams. Yeah, they've got lots of options, and they've got really good towers.
Very solid civ.
And then of course the final one, good old Rubenstock here is the Spanish. Yeah. Spanish is either going to be like fast up for Trush or like a FC Conk sort of a play, probably.
If you ever look at any of the tier 1 teams, like you look at AM, you look at Secret, you look at the Chinese teams, they always take Spanish on this map, from what I've seen.
In these 4v4s, yes. In the 2v2s, sometimes it was a mixed bag, but 4v4, yes, for sure.
We saw a lot of Portuguese on this map. We've seen a lot of Spanish on this map, but Spanish, I think, getting you've got 2 options. You could go for the castle in the middle to
deny wood
and then break the palisade on the edge and go through with conks and then raid this, Or you can put the castle on the edge, sort of like between the water and the edge of the map, and lock down the flank, and then raid with conks.
And then, it gives your team space to boom behind the castle and raiding potential.
And of course, the raiding potential of the conks is so high. You are a bad player if you do not kill villagers with conquistadors. And you should reconsider
Zach
your
throwing down the truth
choices.
Bombs. But remember, the other thing, if they do transport to the outside, they still have a transport ship, right? So they could always just transport them onto the mainland.
They can, absolutely.
Assuming that you've got water control.
Yeah. And that's something to fight for as well. But first of all, towers. Towers everywhere. We've got ACCM and Say My Name up to the feudal age very quickly. First tower coming up on the woodline of Ruben's stock. And the second tower, it's actually Zuppy's tower on the right side. And Say My Name, who was up first, not first, but very fast, rather, didn't build a tower at all. Instead, it seems like he's thinking about fast water or
outside stone walls?
And he's got a
stable somewhere.
That's a stable, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so he's going for an outer ring stable, but he's losing the woodline as a result. And he doesn't have enough wood for another woodline. And he doesn't have a woodline at the edge. Oh, he does.
There we are.
My bad. He's built that before.
He's already on it.
So he is on it, but I don't like the woodline.
No.
That's blocked by this thing.
I think you can walk over it.
Can you? Yeah, I don't know. No, you have to walk around it.
You got to walk around it.
So terrible lumber
That's a
placement.
horrible lumber camp.
To be fair, it does kind of look like trees.
Yeah, I've got no idea what that thing is.
It's
like a pile of
eye candy. It's pretty. It's eye candy. It's like a little rock with some
leaves and fruit around it or something.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
It's what makes the map the map.
And it's laming all the lumber camps.
And Zippy, meanwhile, is killing the one fish, the singular fish of Say My Name. But yeah, that's awkward for him. And on the south side, looks like Valessa is going toe-to-toe with Cool on the water there. Both players should be about even by the looks of things. Max going out to the edge. He's been found. That's good information for Say My Name because there's more scouts coming.
Oh, yeah.
And Max may not anticipate the additional scouts. He might just think that's his starting scout.
He's not even feudal age yet, so there's nothing he can really do about it.
Well, he could wall his villagers in, for example.
That's all he can do.
But, he probably thinks, that's just his starting scout. It's fine for now. Send more villagers over, but no. There's more scouts coming.
They're just streaming over that way. And the tower war in the middle continues.
Yeah, raging on.
And it looks like, to be honest, VNA has the
better
better positioning so far, I think, for these towers.
Ruben's stock probably needs to get out to the edge, but he's actually going up to the castle age right now.
Maybe he's just thinking, I'll just drop a castle, destroy your towers, and then take the wood line?
Yeah, or he could go up to where his teammates built, for example, and take wood up there. There's a little bit of tower action going on. It does look like VNA, as you say, are winning that tower war. Why is he putting... Oh, I thought he was putting multiple eagles in there. I was like, huh? He has more than one eagle? It's weird. But on the outside, meanwhile, the tower goes up for Max. Good timing there. Has to get that up, and he did that before the scouts came in and ruined his day. Fortunately for him, he's going for his blacksmith on the edge.
I think Max has lost one villager from the scout.
Believe so. You're right, yeah.
He's still got his scouts, so he's lost one build to the scouts.
Which is fine, because he's going up for a fast castle as well. And once he gets up to the castle age, he can then start his outside assault, although already walled up here on the north side, so probably won't have such an easy time going around there. We'll need some kind of transport around the wall or something like that, and that means that his team needs to sort of get ahead on water here.
Oh boy, but two demos.
I will be right back.
Not particularly good. Okay, Zach's taking a walk. I'm taking the wheel, boys. Hello, I've got a different microphone this time. Let's see how this one sounds like. Okay, so we see Valesse and Cool. They're both staying pretty equal on this side on the water. Otherwise, we see Rubenstock has just hit castle age. Is he building a castle anywhere just yet? Here we are. Okay, castle in the middle. Secure a lot of the wood. He can potentially kill off 2 watchtowers, I think. And then there's also just a lot of villages here that might go down, but they should be able to see this, VNA. Like, this is clearly in their line of sight. If anyone's paying attention, they should not lose villages here. They should back off. They can't really come to this side. So Cool actually has a severe lack of wood lines at this point. One villager goes down instantly. Number 2, maybe. No. Okay, so just the one villager goes down for cool. And actually, earlier I said, okay, VNA has won this tower war. They have far more of the woodlines, but I don't think that's true anymore. Right, like, they've got towers here, so they're denying it from Suomi, but Suomi also have towers, so they deny it backwards, like back to them. The only area that they're really in charge is like this one sort of area around these 2 towers, and potentially like this far corner. But that's not really, a good wood line that close to the edge. A galley or 2 could come down here and pick off some vills. But now Rubenstock has done a good job here securing this. He's starting to make some conks of his own. And possibly we might see a transport ship coming out sometime soon just to drop the conks somewhere. Okay, yep, the conks are on the way. Let's see, what are we seeing? Nah. Nope, I can't see any transport ships being made just yet. Nope, and the conks are switching direction. They're coming back to this side. Okay. Yep, Max has a transport ship on the top side. And oh boy, Mr. Man, the Zach is back. We've got the weird switch of chairs.
Yeah, the quick chair switcheroo.
Okay.
What have I missed? It looks like we've got some transports.
Yeah, Rubenstock built his castle in the middle, denying the wood line just to the north of this.
Lovely stuff.
Securing a lot of wood for the Team Suomi. And then, as we said, his conks are heading north to get into Max's transport ship.
And if he gets those conks in...
Look at that short distance. He can just drop over next to Say My Name's base and just roam around.
It's lovely. On the outside, Max is going for a TC here. I thought he was going to start raiding, but actually he's just booming. What a surprise.
Don't worry, guys. I'm just going to chill. You guys do what you want to do, and in 15 minutes' time, I'm going to come win the game.
To be fair, they're absolutely fine. So I don't think he's under any pressure to do much support here. And there you go. 2 conks in the boat. More conks coming over. And this could be very devastating. Just sending 2 conks. I mean, he'll go back and get the 3rd one, obviously, but 2 conks alone are enough. And the funny thing here is ACCM's like, better stonewall the choke point.
Yeah, so they can't break in.
Never mind.
No worries.
Instantly, pointless stonewall.
I expect like all the players to just instantly start dropping towers near their resources.
Oh god, yep, there you go. Towers coming up. And that's annoying because then they can't build castles later on. I mean, Mongol player wants to build castles. Nope, no castles if you're building a million towers.
But see, this is the ideal number of conks, because 3 conks can one-shot the villager if they all hit.
Yeah.
So that's like the ideal number to run around with without investing too much, as it were.
It's lovely. It's lovely. Look at this. And obviously Rubenstock is a good player. I mean, he's just proven that right now. 3 conks is all you need.
Right. He's already killed 5 villagers, 6, 7 villagers now. His castle killed 1 villager.
How much damage have the conks taken? Less than 1/2 damage. And they're still going strong. So good stuff. And it's so easy for him to just get out to the edge as well. Right, a transport out here. He could run over here. I expect him to transport
bills and build TCs, sooner or later on the outside.
It's glorious. And he will certainly be... I mean, he could come over here and kill this vill. And then wait for this to...
sit under the tower and destroy it.
Yeah, right. And then wait for the vills to pop out and then kill another one, because there's only one in there. But, the point remains. Look at this. Blasting off. Lovely. 3 conks.
So
all
bad.
You need. And now, he's going to go over this side now, isn't he?
We need to go on the other side of the walls. But yeah, out on that side would probably be good, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he has to go over here. But maybe...
looks like he's kind of winning on water, so he could do that, or just keep doubling down, keep hitting them.
Keep going over here, no problem. Where are the conks at? Oh, they're being chased down.
Oh, that's a TC.
Yeah, that is a TC. He's doing a bit of discovery as well, looking.
I think he's done all the scouting for his team.
Too much.
And he just go hide next to the castle, like close to it, and let the castle shoot the camels as well.
Yeah, and he can also just micro back. Oh, the castle's out of range by looks of things.
It killed the tower though. It should be in range. Like, it killed the tower that was in that spot.
That is in range, surely.
Right, like...
No, it is out of range.
You can see the burnt ground where there was a tower there that the castle killed.
I think he was thinking what you were thinking, but then he realized he didn't have the range. He's just fletching, so
he killed the tower that was there, so I don't know.
It's weird. Either way, he's got another group, another batch. He's 13-5 right now. And things are looking good. Meanwhile, Max, by the way, just want to point out, 65 villagers.
Yep. 15 ahead of the next closest.
He is well on his way to an 8th town centre and 90,000 villagers, his usual benchmark for...
that's what he likes.
For his competitive Age of Empires 2 matches. But no, he's on his way there. He's got 70 vills now. He's going to go for a watchtower on the woodline, and he'll be knocking on these gates in no time with a solid eco behind him to back it up. Those conks, though, still roaming around, doing a good job and continuing to find villagers. The thing is, by the time you see them and move them away, you've already lost a vill. Every time.
And then it's always idle time as they move, right?
Oh, and here we go as well. There are fire ships coming in from back, but the low line of sight means that he probably didn't know. He does see them because he's got line of sight with his teammate. But
the conks are trying to shoot down the fire ships.
Oh, and they can.
Yeah.
Oh, and they can because it's an Imperial Age unit, Robo.
In Castle Age.
In the Castle Age. They do 10 damage to fire ships. That's more damage than any boat on the water does to a fire ship. It is. No boat does that much damage to a fire ship.
I'm not sure how much the War Galley bonus is. They might deal 10. But yeah, okay. It's a lot.
At least in the Castle Age, then. Oh, and perfect timing. The TC here will go up, but at the price of about 10 villagers.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 so villagers there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe, I think one died behind as well, so 9 villagers. It's insane.
Look at his KD, 28 to 7.
Demos don't count.
What about that?
I mean, petards would do more damage than any other unit in the Castle Age as well, if they,
Could. Oh, no, petards only have 25 damage.
Yeah.
Right, that's all the attack bonus.
Discounting siege. Yeah, okay. All right. That's fair.
Okay, now chat's just coming up with everything that deals more than 10 damage.
Conks are so sick. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we all agree on that. And actually, it might be that VNA's winning water at this stage.
It could be. I mean, it looks like they did win. Oh, well, it's kind of being pushed back by Zuppy here because he's chasing down, or Bact is chasing down Zuppy at the back. But on the left side, it does look like Cool could have the advantage here. Look at this, by the way. He's
that wood line actually may have helped Cool there, giving him wood that he could get to when the tower shenanigans was happening.
Point. Yeah, and he has been taking this. You can see.
Yeah.
The carnage.
The long distance chopping.
And is Max getting ready on both sides to make a play? He's actually coming over 2 vills on the left side. Outpost there.
He's about to click him as soon as he gets his building, I guess.
At 107 vills. He has more villagers
than any 2 of those players combined.
Than any 2 of VNA combined, which is insane. Look at the villager count difference here. Oh, that's military. But villager. Oh. An extra 80 vills almost for the Max and co. Rubenstock once again with another landing over here. Let's see. Say My Name basically has to hop into the TC immediately, otherwise the villagers will die. Doesn't seem to have noticed. Now he's hopped in. Okay, there you go. That's good. That's good.
Come on, Rubenstock. What are you doing?
Conks go under. Villager nearly dies anyway. So, yeah, at this right side, I mean, Max now, obviously, what's he going to do? He's making a castle. He's got Siege Workshop. He's got stables. He's going for camels by the looks of things.
Probably a mix of camels and cavaliers, I would guess. He has Marlians, right?
Yeah, could go Cavalier as well for the extra raiding damage. Some Siege, probably do Capped Ram. And then that's it. He's going to be in. The raiding damage is so good. I mean, look at Rubenstock's KD. 36 kills, most of which have been villagers, keep in mind. Now he's finally being chased down by some camels and may lose the conks here as they do get taken out. But may not lose the conks as well because remember, they are an Imperial Age unit. And they will indeed kill the camels, which is supposed to counter cavalry.
Well,
but they don't counter conks. That's an exception to the rule, as is everything else.
This is just going to be like horrible. Like if Say My Name is able to build 3 or 4. Oh, is the gate going to be held open by the villager? Don't kill the mangonel. Let it like walk away so the villager comes out. Oh no, it's repairing the gate.
It's repairing.
Never mind. I thought it was repairing. I thought it was repairing the mangonel. I'm like, why is it not moving? It's so far away.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right? Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, he's repairing the gate. Yeah, because if he was repairing the mangonel, it would have...
Yeah, that's a long way away to be repairing from.
On the left side as well, Zuppy Max is just preparing to go ham. He's the only player up to Imp. No one else has even clicked up yet. Everyone else is just sort of scrambling for
resources, and he's still making builds. He's still got this huge economy going.
121. My goodness.
He's in with that one ram. Heavy camels are going to go in. The conks are there to support them. Heavy camel on the way, and on the left side, he's just sort of preparing just in case he's needed there, right? He's making a couple of units.
Support his team.
Right, allow Rubenstock to get out there onto the land, protect Valesse's fledgling economy as well.
And what is VNA's response to this? How are they going to deal with this? I mean, we're seeing the Mongol player just building his first castle now.
It's defended with palisade gates.
The heavy camels are already about to come in, or the heavy camel research is about to finish.
Quick walling out conks doesn't work, unfortunately.
No, quick walling out camels, great plan, but conks, no, not so much. I think that castle will be denied. And there's another castle there now from Max, right in Say My Name's face. Going to be in range of that TC. Might just be in range of the castle if he gets upgrades. But
the only VNA player that is up to Imp is Cool. And Cool is kind of like, the water player at this point. What's he going to do? And he's also on the other side of the map, right?
Yeah.
What is he going to make on land to counter conks?
Has the camels? Portuguese as well.
Right, like Halb organ guns?
No, that doesn't really work. I mean,
that's the best thing that I can think of.
Best option. I mean, Halb
against the camels is pretty good.
But the Malian player can just add some Gabeto so easily as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. Mac's going to come forward with another castle.
Right, now Bax just sort of bored his way up to Imp. Persians, they've got pretty good cavalry. They can fight toe-to-toe with Malians, but, he's so far behind. He's got 20 less vills, he's got 20 less army, and he doesn't have a guy making conks to support his army.
Oh, and they're trying to wall up to stop the conks getting in, but it's just too ambitious. There's not enough walling time.
There's a huge hole there in that wall as well, by the way.
There's a huge hole everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's essentially, they're like, oh, quick, wall this backside. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll wall this backside. Nope.
There's no villages.
You might not get there in time. Max is coming over here, and he's going to, whoa, maybe not shut that down.
Nope, one camel seeds it.
Yeah, I was thinking he was like wheeling over to the right. And they're not even going to go wall anyway.
They should. Make a quick stone gate. There we are.
There you go.
That's nice.
There we go. That's good. But yeah, now he can swing around, hit the rest of the eco. They're still not Imp yet, Robo. They're still not Imp.
And Zubi's up to Imp as well.
Cool is Imp, as we said, but what is he doing? What is he bringing to the table here?
He's researching Galleon and Pikeman.
That's not going to work.
Does he even have any galleys?
No.
He has fire ships. Why is he using a Galleon?
He's only got 8 military.
Or he's probably just realized that Portuguese don't get fast fires.
Yeah.
He's like, I guess I switched into galleons, right?
But to be fair, galleons are better on this map anyway.
Of course, yeah, for controlling into the land. But
oh no.
Water isn't going to win you, or I guess save you the game at this point.
This castle's going to get denied, isn't it?
I think so. And then all those camels are going to die as well. Just before he hits Imp.
That's a doubt castle. Well, it's not really a doubt castle, to be honest.
Yeah, it didn't get high enough. If it got to 89%,
yeah, and also
then
it was behind his base. He was playing it safe. Whereas doubt castles are usually aggressive castles that fail.
Yeah.
That was that should have gone up, but it just didn't. And GG is called, and it is a 3-0 sweep by Suomi. They looked really dominant in that last game. Generally speaking, I think they had better civs. I think the potential of the Spanish is so high, especially when you can land them across. I think the Malians are probably better in this situation as well. And Max just blew me away with that fast boom. 124 vills at the end there. And remember, when he hit Imp, he had more vills than any two of the VNA players combined. So Winland does it again. They take a 3-0 victory, and they will meet Aftermath in the grand final of the 4v4 Americas stage. Now, I'll be quite sad to see this stage pass us by, to be honest, because I've really enjoyed this one. I've really enjoyed the maps.
And we've seen so many just insane games. Like the first game of this series, for instance, Suomi, how did they come back from that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
So many insane things have been happening.
And just generally enjoyable games all round. Commiserations to VNA. Obviously, they didn't really have a hope of getting to the LAN final, but they would have liked to win some more prize money, I'm sure. And of course the prestige. But, it's reasonable getting past Brazucas. They should be happy with that. And Suomi, of course, just a little bit of a bigger challenge. And with Suomi now going through to the grand finals against AM, they're going to have an opportunity to try and close the gap to second place. It's looking very likely at this stage that it's either going to be a secret AM or a secret Suomi grand final LAN.
Do we want to take a look at the points?
We'll take a look at the points. These are the current standings.
Okay, so SY and VNA are going to get 3 points each. SY jump ahead of Frantic. Mm-hmm. That's nice. VNA does not matter. AM and Suomi are guaranteed at least 6 points, possibly 8 if they win the grand final.
Yeah, so AM would go up to 47.
47 to 38, so they've still got a solid lead.
Yeah.
Or 49 to 36,
which is even
a
better.
Really good lead. So basically, Suomi, they kind of have to win this, right? It's a 4-point swing.
Well, I mean, they have to win. They don't have to win this, but it would help them to win this a lot.
If they don't win, it'll make it a lot harder.
If they're able to get to the grand finals in the next 2 events, and AM does not, then they could overtake AM.
Sure.
But it will be harder. 2 extra points.
A 4-point swing now helps so much going into that. And remember, the final stage, the 1v1 stage. Sorry, not the final. The second, the next stage after this is 1v1s.
Yeah, and 3v3.
The 1v1s and then 3v3. Yeah. Suomi, they place secret players in the first round of the 1v1 ring.
Oh, okay.
So we're likely going to see something like, Viper and Tato or Doubt, something like that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Against Max and Rubenstock, something like that. They're good, but they're not really that same level. They might win one of them. They're not likely to win both the 1v1s.
Yeah.
So they need every point they can get in these team game events.
That's very true. The team game is definitely where the Suomi team have the advantage. And AM, obviously, traditionally very strong 1v1 players as well. So AM may very well pull ahead further. Tryram saying perhaps Jordan might play, in which case...
The 1v1s?
Maybe.
He could, but I feel like Secret's we're getting towards the end. We want to win as much money as we can, right?
Maybe, but they also haven't been playing very well in the last 2 series either.
That's true.
So Secret, I mean, I don't know how that's going to play out. We will have to see. But obviously the grand finals, we do not have the grand finals today. The grand finals haven't been played yet. The grand finals will be played, I believe, tomorrow, and we'll be casting them on Monday at 17 GMT. That's 6 p.m. if you're in the UK. That's 7 p.m. if you're in Europe. And it's 1 in the afternoon if you're on the east coast of the US, and it's probably quite late at night if you're anywhere else in the world. But do make sure you follow us and tune in for that, because the grand finals are going to be very exciting. Suomi versus AM, there's a lot on the line for both teams. Not just the prize money, but the points and the opportunity to get to the LAN final for this tournament. Thank you, Snape Snaps, as well, for the 10-month resub. Go AM.
Well, you have to tune in on Monday to find out.
Yeah. Find out next time on Dragon Ball ECL.